The Carmichael Dave Show.
He's on the microphone when he's not on the microphone. He's playing a song, and when he's not playing a song, he's on the microphone, and then boom.
With Jason Ross.
No, he didn't. Yes, he did.
Call or text at 916-339-1140.
It's the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross on Sacktown Sports.
That's funny. I'm wearing an Alice in Chains shirt. One of my favorite bands.
Alice in Chains. She's it's like Alison Krauss.
Yeah.
But in chains.
Yeah.
And you asked me as I sat down, why is Alice in Chains? And I didn't respond, and I kind of laughed. Because when my part of my morning ritual is to walk in and say hello to Pat and Cody, and then say have a good show. And I walk in there, Pat turns to me and goes, "Why is Alice in Chains?"
Today's question.
So yeah, on the best answer I can come up with is they're into some kinky stuff in Seattle, dude. You know what I'm saying?
I do.
Good morning, everyone. It is Wednesday, which means we will hear the sweet, sultry sounds of Scott Fresh Hour in just a couple of hours.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
We hit the halfway point. I believe Chris returns or scheduled from his Grateful Dead-esque following of Oasis around the world. He's scheduled tomorrow, allegedly.
Yeah.
But we're pleased to have Anthony with us all but one day of this. Kyle came in.
Yeah, Monday. Yeah.
I have a question. Anthony, good morning.
Good morning.
Hey, can you tell me when we put up our YouTube broadcast, right? And
Yes.
You know how it'll say like Dave and Jason talk about the release of Jake Moody.
Yeah.
Who does those?
I do the one for the Drive guys. I don't know who does it for you guys.
Did you do ours this week?
No, I did the afternoon show this week.
Do you know what I'm referring to?
No.
Okay. So I got a note from a loyal listener yesterday, and Jason, I think you had it pointed out to you separately. This actually, I actually found this kind of funny, sort of. So he sent me a double screenshot. One was of the YouTube posting for us.
This is for Monday show.
This is for Monday show. Thank you, Jason. Yep. And for Whitey and the Vacation and Kyle, but same thing.
Mm-hmm.
So for ours, Monday morning, it says Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross on today's show. And the title, by the way, is A Chaotic First Weekend of the 2025 NFL Season. On today's show, 49ers start their season with a dramatic win. Chaos in Buffalo. Raiders' late collapse leads to 0-1 start.
Huh?
I thought they won.
They did. I watched that game.
And what caught me and you when we were talking on the phone yesterday is that it wasn't like, okay, Raiders lose to Patriots. Someone you mixed it up, whatever. We all have mistakes.
But very specific in how they did it.
Raiders they won 20-3, I think.
No, it was closer than that.
Okay.
But either way.
Raiders' late collapse leads to 0-1 start to the point where I'm like, am I having a stroke? Like
they must have meant Ravens.
But then it said chaos in Buffalo after that.
True.
So then I go to, or excuse me, this person had sent in the screenshot right next to it, Whitey and Kyle, the Drive guys, early takeaways from 49ers NFL Week 1. On today's show, the 2025 NFL season has arrived. 49ers start with a win. Raiders lose Week 1. These are the bullet point headlines. And then finally, excuse me, I just said it. See, Raiders lose Week 1. What?
I don't know.
And look, this isn't like I'm not doing a witch hunt where we all make mistakes.
Yep.
I have 0% anger, or if I got yelled at for every mistake I made, it would just be a constant yell fest. I just want to know what happened.
That's such an interesting team to pick to
right. Like, I just
it's such a weird,
and there's so many mysteries. First off, it's the wrong result. Secondly, late collapse. Again, as Jason keeps saying, he's right. It's so descriptive and specific. And then third, both shows.
Yeah. So that wasn't you on Monday because you were gone.
No, that wasn't me.
It doesn't matter. What
doesn't even matter. And honestly,
I'm guessing it's the same.
That's the thing I want to find out. Is it the same person that maybe accidentally watched like something Raiders Patriots from 2022? But what's really crazy is what if it's two different people? Wow. Right.
The whole digital team texting in the group chat saying that isn't that horrible? The Raiders fell apart.
Or they saw the R's and went, well, I guess the Raiders lost.
Maybe that's what they thought. Maybe they got the Raiders and Ravens confused, as you said. I just want to know what. That's it. Even when I find out, I won't even say who it is. I'm not interested in anybody getting, whatever. I just want to know what would be really crazy, though. What if they're right and we're all wrong?
That would,
right?
Mind blown.
Oh, I brought something in for you today.
Okay.
Well, for us. Remember I was telling you about these?
Oh, breathe strip.
Breathe rights. These breathe right strips. Sorry, Anthony, I didn't bring one in for you. My bad.
All good.
Only for important show hosts.
Yeah.
Sorry. Come on. So these breathe right strips. Now you don't have issues breathing through your nose. I'm a mouth breather. You're like legitimately a mouth breather. You're not. But I was so fascinated because these go all the way back to Jerry Rice.
Yeah.
Right. And I just always kind of was like, they're a scam. So it's like a Band-Aid. You peel off the one half and then you peel off the other. Now, what I want you to do, Jason, before you put it on, and I think we should walk around with these all day, is
clear. You wouldn't even notice.
You wouldn't even notice. So, like, okay, this is gross, but you can hear I'm like, yeah, and you're perfectly clear. So I don't know if this is going to make a difference for you at all. But then you put on kind of the middle of your nose, right? Your bridge, whatever, and you want to really press it in. Okay, hold on. It's like, and the other thing is that it takes a couple seconds to really like open it. But like, also, I'm an incredibly nasally sounding dude normally. It also kind of, it's never going to denasalize my voice, but I also notice it sounds a little bit different. Now, again, for you,
I think you're right.
For you, you're just like, it feels like something stuck to my nose. That's my guess, is that you don't really notice. But what's weird is that these little flingies on the side, right?
They don't want to stay down.
They're not supposed to.
Oh.
They pull your nasal passages open. That's the whole.
Yeah, I feel like I sound different.
Yeah,
a little bit.
It's a little bit different. And
am I speaking in Spanish?
Did the Raiders win last weekend? So no. By the way, I said this before. I want to be really clear. Breathe right's not. This is not an ad. I mean, I guess it kind of is.
I feel like I'm running a marathon.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. So, like, I want to talk to Jerry Rice now because, well, first off, that'd be awesome. Secondly, in the commercials, he would put them on and he'd wear them in his workouts, right? And so my thing is, for a guy like me with a deviated septum who has trouble breathing through his nose, I put these on at night and it helps me sleep. But does this also, like, for people that can breathe normally through their nose, does it just make it easier to breathe during workouts? Or did Jerry Rice have a nose problem too? Right. That's the missing piece. We're trying to solve mysteries.
Let us know, Jerry.
There are baseball players who wear the ones with like the magnets inside now. currently. Have you seen these ones?
Magnets?
Yeah, it's like reusable. So you put the magnets inside of your nostril, and instead of sticking to the outside of your nose,
shut your face hole.
They open using magnets.
Uncomfortable.
Yeah, it's crazy. And they did like a on-field interview with someone who's actively wearing it. I think he also errored in the middle of that interview, but
and you think he what?
He had an error in the middle of that interview.
He can't multitask.
Intake breathing nasal strip starter kit. I want the one with the magnetic nasal strip. Magnetic.
These are pretty magnetic.
Yeah, I guess it's if you have if you have an oily nose, then it won't stick. So you have to use the magnets and then it'll pull out. You know?
Wow. Do you suffer from oily nose?
Try new.
Right? I want reusable ones because this box I got, it's like a box of Band-Aids.
Yeah.
It's got 40 in it. It's $10 or whatever.
Gone fast.
Yeah. You use one every single night. Plus now this bit I'm doing on the morning show costs $30 just to do this. But I want the magnet. Wow. Here's my only thing though. I'd feel weird if you're putting magnets inside and they have to be fairly high, I think.
I might actually be wrong. They might still be on the outside, just stronger.
That feels right.
Yeah.
But I think that when I first saw it, I just assumed that the magnets were on the inside. That was how they put them in there.
I'd be afraid that I'd sniff hard and then I just swallowed a magnet.
Down goes the magnet.
Did you ever see that one picture that's been around forever? And it's a picture of a car, and on top of the car it has this little crane looking thing, and the arm goes down to in front of the car, and it has a magnet, a giant magnet on it. And the whole idea is, could this giant magnet propel your car forward to infinity and beyond?
And
I don't know the answer to it. I've never gone down that rabbit hole. It seems on the surface well, why wouldn't that work? But obviously, magnetic cars don't work. Or have they just not been created yet?
That's right.
Anyway.
That's next.
Good morning, everybody.
Good
morning. Melissa and the child were, the final child were, he had a soccer game in Nevada City. I know. Dude.
Why?
Because they play in Division 90, and so it's all the little tiny schools. We have that one in Napa, now Nevada City. They just play. They're basically, they have road trips.
Yeah.
They just get on the team plane, travel around. So they didn't get back last night. I got this is one of my favorite texts ever that my wife can send me. I mean, well, there's three that are better than this one, but I'm not going to say any of them on the air. But the best one is this one is, we're going to be home late. Go ahead and just make dinner for yourself. We'll figure it out. And I'm oh. Now, normally that's a sloppy Joe night.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to go out. We didn't have any sloppy Joe stuff, and I didn't want to go to the store. So I took a look in ye old fridge, and I went with my old French dip thing, the roast beef, the au jus that I make.
Yeah.
I didn't have hamburger buns. These hot dog buns, they work though.
Resourceful.
But yesterday, so we have a guy that works here, John, who a couple of times he's gone by Davis Ranch, and he's brought in bags of our favorite things, Slough House corn, best corn in the world. And last go around, I didn't grab any. This time, our sales manager, Bill Louie, was walking around with what was left of the bag. And there were 4 ears in it. He said, dude, just take this home. Oh, you know what? I didn't take any last time. Okay, it's one for each member of the family and then an extra one, right? But when I found out that they weren't coming home, I made my little roast beef French dippy things. And then, boom, I had 4 ears of Slough House corn to myself. Now, I have a hack that I love. So when you eat corn, do you use the little corn stabbers?
Sometimes. It depends.
Yeah, I'm a big corn stabber guy, right? The little
Yeah.
tongs that you put in the side. But
Corn stabber.
I don't even know what it's called. Like if you were to go buy one, cornhole. I feel like the
Corn
holder is like the little tray underneath, right? So I have this hack that I saw, and I finally tried it because there's all kinds of, I've seen all kinds of like how to put butter on your corn hacks or methods. One is like take a fork, because a fork's kind of curved, put the butter on it, and then just kind of it's fine. My uncle takes a piece of bread and spreads butter on it and then puts the bread over the corn and kind of does the corn rotation, right? Then there's I think the tried and true, and I know there's gadgets and stuff, but the tried and true one is take the stick of butter and kind of take off its clothes a little bit halfway, and then you just and that works.
Okay,
that's fine. So what I do now for multiple years, it's when you have multiple ears of corn, right? So I'll take the corn. I think it's like deer, isn't it? Right? Like it's just corn. Corn's plural for corn. So. Okay. So I take the corn. So I took the 4
ears.
Thank you. Much better. The 4 ears of corn. And I get a Ziploc freezer bag. And I put the ears of corn in there, and then I take a half a stick of butter, and I chuck it in there, and I put in a handful of salt and a handful of pepper, and I close the freezer bag, and then I just smush. You know, and I'm just, and the heat from the ears of corn are slowly melting the butter, plus you're spreading it with you're rubbing the butter. You can tell where like the little chunk of butter is, so you're kind of and then finally it's all melted, it's all salty, it's all peppery, and then you just kind of shake it around a little bit, and then boom, I had my paper plate, no dishes, of French dip. I had my mug of au jus, so bite of French dip, little mug of. It's like drinking a mug of broth. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of like a second cousin to me sucking the ketchup packet, same thing. And then I had this freezer bag of corn, and what I do is I finish the French dip first, and then I just kind of poop out an ear of corn onto my plate, stab it. I think that might be a record for me. 4 ears of corn in one sitting.
It sounds like a lot, but corn's not that filling.
It's
and
not.
You don't get that much off of an ear.
You don't. You're exactly.
But it's good.
I would say like 2 ears of corn equals probably like if it was corn out of a can, that's right around what the serving would be. Maybe 1.5. Yeah. But it's such good corn, dude.
Yeah.
It's so
That's
good.
a lot of corn.
It is a lot. It's going to be a fun couple of days.
How'd that get in my bag?
Hello.
How did you cook the corn? Just boiled it?
Yeah, so my tried and true method for corn is super simple. You peel the corn. And by the way, I knew it was real, actual good corn because the second one I peeled, there were those little green worms. Yeah, and I was like, bleep. And then you just cut it off. I mean, that means it's natural. It's protein. Peel the corn, get all the stringies off of it, right? Put it in the water. Just fill the water up to where it just barely covers the corn. And that's my tried and true method, man. So simple. Turn the stove on high. As soon as it boils, turn it off. It's done.
The reason I asked, so the way we do it is the same idea. Mm-hmm. Then empty the water out and then put the butter in and shake.
That's a great idea too.
It's the same as the bag.
Yeah, no, but then you don't have to use a bag.
Right.
And that's actually a really good idea. You put like a lid on and shake it. Yeah.
And shake it a little bit and then shake it.
And then shake and then kind of swirl it around. Do what was that boot scoot boogie you did yesterday or whatever?
Boots on the ground.
Yeah. I saw there's one I saw that's cool, but like I don't know. I tried it a couple times. It's just where they actually you like cut each side of the ear, but you don't peel it, and then you microwave it, and then the ear just pushes out and leaves all the strings and stuff behind. That's fine.
Yeah,
I like your way better. I might try your way.
Shuck it.
There is something about shucking. It's clean. Oh, well, again, had I done it that way, worms,
right,
or whatever those are, I would have just been eating worms.
Yeah.
So, anyways, all that corn's gone now.
By the way, yesterday I thought of you. Another way I thought of you.
Hello.
We were talking about rewatchable movies.
Yes.
Guess what I rewatched yesterday? Happened to be on
What?
Kent. Is that you?
What was that on?
What's that channel? IFC.
IFC.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's Real Genius into. There was something else that was pretty good after it, and then later in the night was Fast Times. Ferris Bueller.
Oh wow!
It went like Real Genius to Ferris Bueller to Fast Times at Ridgemont High. I'm like, this is great.
And you know what's okay? No,
but I watched a lot of Real Genius, and then my life changed the other day when you told me Laszlo was Rico.
Was Uncle Rico.
And then I just kept looking at him, going, "Oh my gosh,
that is Uncle Rico." And if you watch White Lotus, he's on that too. Yeah. I don't watch it, but to be clear, I don't watch it, but I'm married to somebody who does. Yeah, I don't. I won't name them, but counting my wife, there's 3 women, all of them, that I've lent out certain, excuse me, that I've allegedly lent out certain passwords to certain apps like Paramount Plus or
allegedly,
because you can't do that. But in this scenario that I'm making up, if I did, so I'm watching the final season of Star Trek Picard right now that I've been saving forever. I know, and it is hilarious to watch now. It's a lot different than it was a few years ago. So I'm watching it, and when I go in, it's hilarious to see, like, because it's under continue watching. Last night I go in to watch Picard, and I see Thirst Trap, and apparently it's another reality show or something. And there's Thirst Trap, My 600-Pound Life. I think there's like a My 600-Pound Life UK.
Oh.
Happy Day Fiance or whatever it is. Is
this your wife or?
They
others?
All 3 watch similar things, and one of my female friends in particular, and I'm not going to blow her up here, but watches like the worst of the worst. My wife gets into some of the dumb stuff.
Yeah. What's the worst show she watches in your mind?
My wife?
Yeah. That when you walked by, you're like, really? What is this?
Honestly, it's not what you'd think. It's that Dr. Pimple Popper.
Oh, yeah.
I can't. It just makes me want to throw up.
Yeah, I've seen it.
She watches a show, too, that I don't like. People will know what this is. It's like a vet, and it's all these broken animals, and they come in and they like try to save them, and usually they do, but sometimes they don't. I don't want any part of that.
Yeah.
I know what this says about me, and I'm sorry for it. I do apologize. I'd probably have an easier time if it was a show about doctors dealing with people, and I'd probably have a more easier time. I can't do it with the animals, dude. I can't I was watching this one, like this little ferret came in. It was just ferreting around, but it had a ferret issue. And then, like, after 3 days, Oscar passed away. And then they showed him all, and the family's all crying, and they're petting him, and he's just a dead ferret. Like, what are we doing here? Why am I don't want that. That is too much reality show. But as far as the salacious, like whatever, probably, weird crashing of whatever. The one she watches, I can't stand the most is my sister's show, Dance Moms.
Oh yeah,
can't do it.
Okay,
can't do it.
Never gotten it.
No offense to my sister, I love her and God bless her. We don't talk about. I hate that show. I want to hypothetically, what is called not hypothetically.
Are the moms the worst or the kids?
I want to punch the moms.
Yeah.
The kids or whatever, but they're kids. Right. The moms should all go to jail. Because they're psycho. I can't. It's like child abuse Tuesday at 8 p.m. and you're just watching these kids just get beaten down psychologically.
Toughen them up.
No, by the way, Katie is not one of the people. Of course, I should probably protect Katie. Katie's, it's a good guess. I get it. Not one of the people. Yeah. We'll take a break when we come back. Hey, today on the show, the Giants continue to roll. It's getting kind of hectic. Red Sox shut out the A's. Niners issues as well. We've got Tim Plough, coach of the UC Davis Football Aggies coming on at 6:44 for his weekly segment. Sean Salisbury, remember him? He moved to today at 8:10, and we got all kinds of other funs and hijinkses. We'll take a break. We'll come back safer out next.
Capital Casino, conveniently located on 411th North 16th Street in downtown Sacramento.
Drive Guys.
I think I have that right, Jay.
Yeah, boy, I see you over there crooning. R&B album coming soon, huh? Mr. Gleason.
I have too much respect for the genre.
Dub G.
To tarnish it with my own efforts.
No. You play a part in it.
Yeah.
You can listen to the Drive Guys Monday through Friday from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. on 1140 a.m. YouTube and the Sacktown Sports app.
Alan Stiles here with your Sacktown Sports Injury Update, brought to you by DTLA Law Group. Jack Perkins, out with that strained right shoulder, has been shut down from throwing for 3 more weeks. We'll re-image and determine an off-season program. His expected return is TBD. Max Muncy, out with that right hand fracture, began a hitting progression last week and will progress as able. His expected return is possibly late September. That was your Sacktown Sports Injury Update, brought to you by DTLA Law Group. Hey, I'm Alan Stiles. Injured at work? Call downtown. DTLA Law Group, California's leading injury law firm. With over 40 lawyers throughout California, they have won over $500 million in settlements. DTLA Law Group will get you compensation for your work injury. You don't pay unless they win. That's right. You pay zero up front. Call downtown. Text injury help to 40222. That's injury help to 40222. Visit them at calldowntown.com. Text charges may apply.
I've always believed that golf is more than just a game. It embodies integrity, commitment, and a sense of style. Hi, this is Frank LaRosa, and I'd like to tell you a bit about Naturewood Home Furnishings, a business that shares these same values. With the Procore Championship Professional Golf Tournament happening at the stunning Silverado Resort in Napa, I couldn't help but notice the parallels. Just like the game of golf, Naturewood has built its reputation on integrity, commitment, and timeless style. Looking to bring a unique style into your home? Naturewood offers custom certified designers who can help you craft the perfect look tailored just for you. And while you're enjoying the elegance of the tournament this week, along with Napa's world-class wine and food, be sure to visit Naturewood Home Furnishings. You'll discover pieces with the same sophistication and quality as the game itself. Who knows? You might even find an heirloom that will be passed down for generations. Naturewood Home Furnishings, off Highway 50 at Hazel. Just look for the water wheel.
Truck Month is on at Elk Grove Chevy with $9,000 savings off MSRP. Every new 2025 Silverado 1500 diesel and 6.2 liter in stock after all rebates. And Elk Grove Chevy has one of the largest selections in the Sacramento area. $9,000 off new Silverado exclusively at the Elk Grove Chevy Silverado Supercenter. Now that's big, huge. See them all at megachevy.com. Together, let's drive.
Includes 1,000 consumer cash and GM bonus cash, 1,000 Chevy trade-ins. Must trade in 2011 Chevy car or truck. Not available with special financing, lease, and some of the offers. Ends 9/30/25.
Made a great deal of me.
Carmichael Dave here for my friends at American Energy Heating and Air. Yes, I always tell you they are a family-owned operation, been in business since 81, A-plus Better Business Bureau, but it is hot. We are in those Sacramento hot months. I want to focus on them being your second opinion partner. What does that mean? Maybe you've got somebody you're working with or you've worked with in the past in the HVAC world. Guess what? They want to give you a second opinion. How much does it cost? Nothing. You call them up and say, hey, can I get a second opinion on this deal? They come out and they either say, wow, that's a great deal. You should feel better about that. Or they say, we can beat that price. And usually they're going to beat it by a lot. Guess what? You just saved money and it didn't cost you anything to find out. It's a no-lose situation. Go with a trusted company. American Energy, 916-520-9990. That's 916-520-9990 or AmericanEnergyAir.com. Jingle singers, take it away.
Call 916-520-9990 now.
Get ready for a night out with Jordan Davis. Country in the Park 2 this Saturday at Cal Expo. Along with special guests Mitchell Tenpenny, Low Cash,
Vincent Mason, and Averyana. Make it a family day out with food trucks, games, dancing, and more. This Saturday at Cal Expo with Proactive Pest Control, Fasteners Inc. Tool Outlet, and Red's Pizzeria and Tap House. Tickets at CITPFest.com.
Safe or out? It's time to go around baseball. 3 pitches, 3 swings. It's safe or out on the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
Still want a golf simulator.
Yeah?
Still want a golf simulator. That'd be great.
Oh, there it is.
Out of context, that sounds funny on the radio. Hey, there it is. My alarm's going off. Safe or out? Question 1, please.
The first to hit 50 home runs in each league is Cal Raleigh and Kyle Schwarber. Safe or out, neither will win the MVP.
Interesting. I think
it's in deep thought.
I think it's safe. I think it is.
Judge and Ohtani.
I think it's Judge and Ohtani. Yeah, they are pretty decent favorites. Biggest favorites, like Paul Skeens is now like a 50,000. It's like 50,000 to minus 50. You have to bet like 5,000 or I forget which one it is to win $100.
Interesting that award, like no one cares about winning, I guess.
What, the Cy Young?
Team?
Oh,
right. I mean, I can't say no one. That's not fair.
Yeah,
but MVP they do, and Seattle's in right now. Philly's in.
Yeah,
Dodgers are in. Yankees are in at the moment.
Let's see. Let me see what the odds are here. Because I think you're right. I think that's. Would you agree, safe?
Yeah.
Well, let's. Yeah.
I mean, Shohei's probably a larger favorite.
Minus 25,000, and Kyle Schwarber is 25 to 1.
Okay.
Followed by Juan Soto and Pete Crow Armstrong. In the AL, minus 400, Aaron Judge, plus 250, Cal Raleigh. That's pretty.
Closer.
Yeah, it's closer, but he's still a pretty decent favorite. Followed by Tarek Skubal and Bo Bichette. Skubal is the heavy favorite to once again win the Cy Young, and Paul Skeens is he's minus 20,000. By the way, there's our guy Logie, 4th.
Yep.
Every year. Just every year.
Yeah.
Every
doing
year.
Logie things.
Just doing Logie things. Every year. He's just so consistent.
Yes, he is.
He finishing 3rd, 4th. I wonder how many times he's finished. I'll bet you he's finished top 5 in the Cy at least 3 times.
Oh, I would think so.
And this will probably be 4 or 5. Yeah, exactly. Just Mr. Consistency. Number 2, please.
The Giants are on a 13-3 run and just 2 back of the wild card. Safe or out, they're going to make it.
I had them buried before, so credit to them.
Really credit to them. And, I was watching them last night, and as again, if for nothing else, no football, and they've been pretty darned interesting. I don't know if you've followed at all the Drew Gilbert effect on this team.
What is wrong with that guy?
Everything.
It's funny, though.
Everything is wrong with him in all the right ways. And really just, this guy is a psycho in the best way.
Yeah.
Did you see what Matt Chapman does? He gets a home run, and then he goes and he chokes him.
Yeah.
But it's that clubhouse is really happy right now.
Yeah.
They're clicking to the point where if they are able to make it, and when you look at what is there, 10 games left, 8 games left,
more than that.
3 weeks. 3 weeks. Okay, so there's more than
2.5.
Yeah. They are at 145, so they've got 17 games left. Is that right? Yeah, that's right. The 17 games left, they're 2 back right now. 2 back, Jason Ross, right now. And their schedule is as follows. I mean, here's where we're going to figure it out. They got the Dodgers coming in this weekend. That is a massive series. They're playing Arizona right now. They go back to Arizona for 3, then 4 at LA, but they finished with 3 against the Cardinals at home, 3 against the Rockies at home. That Rockies series could be massive.
Yeah.
they've got 7 against the Dodgers. I will say this.
No, they're not playing that great.
They're not. I think
the Giants are winning the division.
I think if they can go 4-3 against the Dodgers, they're in. I think if they go 4-3,
that sounds doable.
It sounds doable. As it is right now, this weekend, they're just going to face Ohtani, Yamamoto, and Kershaw.
That's it.
So
Isn't Webb one of those? Logie?
Logie is it's Verlander, Ohtani, Tang, Yamamoto, Webb, Kershaw.
Nice.
And then when they again, this is if everything stays the way it is, they get Ohtani, Yamamoto, and Kershaw for the first 3 in LA. Work's cut out for them, but
They'll earn it.
Yes, if they make it, they will have earned it. Number 3, please.
In those 13 wins, 9 have come with them scoring 7 or more runs. Safe or out, it's the offense that will get them there if they make it.
Talked about it. Willie Adames hit his 28th last night and was a monster shot off of Zach Gallen, who'd been 6-1 against the Giants in his career. And Jason, when you look at this win streak here, 7 runs, 12 runs, 15 runs, 13 runs, 8 runs, 7 runs, 10 runs, 8 runs, 11 runs, and then last night 5-3. You go back to those 2 losses, 2 of their 3 losses in their last 16 came by a combined 2-run difference, 3-2 and 4-3 against St. Louis, and one of those they blew. That they very easily could be 15-1 right now. But yeah, they're what they're doing is they're beating the teams they need to beat.
Right. They're giving themselves a chance.
Yes.
And it's the offense. We've been saying that for a while. Like, they had pitching enough that if they could get their offense going, they could be that team that could be a little bit dangerous, but they weren't doing that consistently.
No.
And so now to finally get some of those runs, what a relief. And look, I mean, I don't know how close maybe Bob Melvin was to being gone. Like, it felt like they were going nowhere fast and maybe going to finish like 10 below 500. So to redirect it this late in the year, credit to them. That's a nice job.
No, it really is. And if they do make it, you're going to get really tired of hearing about how they're the team nobody wants to face.
Yeah.
But that's what it'll be. It'll be they're the team that absolutely nobody wants to face. Hey, real quick, I wanted to share this with you. Hey, you like Tommy Fleetwood?
Sure.
Yeah, it was a good story this year. Won the tour championship, made a lot of money, all that. See if and by the way, universally beloved on the PGA Tour, all that fun stuff. This made me like him just a little bit more.
Many people were touched seeing you hug your family, but at the tour championship, only Oscar was there. Why didn't the rest of your family come? And how did you celebrate with them afterwards?
If you missed that, I believe that's a German reporter. Sounds like a German accent saying, when you won the tour championship, your family wasn't there. Why was your family not there?
That's first question.
So our middle boy, Mo, had a spinal operation just over a month ago now. So they were unable to travel. They were actually the week of Memphis, they were in the hospital and he was recovering, and then they eventually got home just before we got home. So he had 3.5 weeks, I think, in hospital. So that was why they weren't there. But Oscar came out to be with me.
All the stuff that's going through the pressure of a golf tournament. And his middle son is in the middle of a spinal situation.
But thanks for asking.
Right, I know, right? I mean, honestly, I'm with you. Like, it didn't sound like there was any maliciousness with the reporter, but also, hey, why wasn't your family watching?
Yeah.
And then if you saw the clip when we were playing it on YouTube, or you've seen it otherwise, the report on this said that his wife was in attendance at that press conference. You can see him kind of look over, I think. Can I talk about this? So they kind of kept that private. Yeah, with all the stuff going on in trying to win a stinking golf tournament, to be going through that type of family stuff, it's always one of those things. You hear it all the time when athletes are going through things. Some of them, and when I say can't, I mean incredibly, understandably so, cannot do both. But then there's the ones that also say, this was my sanctuary.
Right.
This is the one place I can get away from all the realities I'm dealing with right now. And you've actually heard some players say that it actually helped focus them. And in a sense, whatever they were going through off court or course or pitch or whatever, actually, I don't want to say makes them play better, but at least focuses them a lot more. And we've seen examples of that. Brett Favre, after his dad passed and that Monday Night Football game. The one I always think about is our guy Isaiah Thomas after his sister passed, and just going absolutely bonkers in the playoffs. We've seen that stuff before, and you don't wish it on anybody. But to hear what Tommy Fleetwood was going through, and I don't know, it just adds a little something to his championship. So we'll take a break. When we come back, we'll talk a little bit of football. Listen, this is going to be an interesting conversation with UC Davis coach Tim Plow, because, hey, great win, or, tough loss. They got shellacked by a big-time program. But I think the interesting thing is, okay, well, what did you take out of this, coach? What did the team take out of this? And where do you go from here? Because they are still very much after a national championship.
Absolutely.
So it'll be interesting to talk to him. We'll do that coming up right after this.
The only place you'll find Keegan Murray is Sacktown Sports.
Out to Keegan Murray, straight away for three, and Keegan knocks down the triple.
Hey, Sacramento, it's Keegan Murray, and you're listening to the home of Sacramento Kings, Sacktown Sports.
Your local sports leader.
With Progressive's Name Your Price tool, you get coverage options based on how much you want to pay for car insurance. And then you decide how to spend the rest of your money, because you're in charge. Today, you're going to pay down your credit card bill. But you decide when you'll pay it. Before the due date, so those interest charges don't get you. But you decide if you pay it in full. But you definitely should, because again, interest charges. With Progressive's Name Your Price tool, we'll help you find coverage at a fair price. And then you're in charge. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Not available in all states. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Ready to order?
Yes. We're earning unlimited 3% cash back on dining and entertainment with the Capital One Saver card. So let's just get one of everything.
Everything?
Fire everything. The Capital One Saver card is at table 27, and they're earning unlimited 3% cash back.
Yes, chef! This is so nice.
Had a feeling you'd want 3% cash back on dessert.
Ooh, tiramisu.
Earn unlimited 3% cash back on dining and entertainment with the Capital One Saver card. Capital One, what's in your wallet?
Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com for details. Coverage varies by plan. View contracts and exclusions at EnduranceWarranty.com.
If you're driving a car or truck with an expired warranty and suddenly lost your transmission or needed a full engine repair, would a $4,000 repair bill leave you stranded? I'm Danica Patrick. Don't get caught off guard with a vehicle breakdown. Choose the company I trust, Endurance. No matter the mileage, if your vehicle is less than 20 years old, Endurance offers auto protection plans for any budget. Protection on the drivetrain, electrical, transmission, AC, and more. Plus 24/7 roadside assistance and rental car reimbursement on any plan. Endurance handles everything from making the claim to paying the certified mechanic of your choice. Act now and get 1 full year of elite benefits, a $2,000 value, free.
Call for your fast free quote today. Call 800-292-4382. That's 800-292-4382. 800-292-4382.
So my mother is thinking of switching from Verizon to Pure Talk, but she's worried the deal sounds too good to be true. Michael, she said, how can those Pure Talk people offer me the same basic service as Verizon for so much less money? I said, Mom, go ask Google how much Verizon spends on advertising and promotion. A few seconds later, my mother said, oh my goodness, $12 billion a year? That must be a typo. I'll tell you what I told my mom. It's not a typo. Verizon spends $12 billion a year on advertising and promotion, and their customers are paying for it. Well, Pure Talk doesn't spend that kind of money on commercials. Trust me, I would know. Consequently, they can offer you and my mother unlimited talk, text, and plenty of data on a blazing fast 5G network for just $25 a month. Dial pound 250 and say the words Mike Rowe, and you'll get an additional 50% off your first month. That's pound 250 Mike Rowe. Pure Talk, Everything you need and nothing you don't.
Get ready for a night out with Jordan Davis. Country in the Part 2 this Saturday at Cal Expo. Along with special guests Mitchell Tenpenny, Low Cash, Vincent Mason, and Abriana. Make it a family day out with food trucks, games, dancing, and more. This Saturday at Cal Expo with Proactive Pest Control, Fasteners Inc. Tool Outlet, and Red's Pizzeria and Tap House. Tickets at CITPFest.com.
I'm Ken Korak with your Green and Gold Report, brought to you by Xfinity. Introducing the 5-year price guarantee. One internet price, 5 years guaranteed. Well, the A's will open the season next year on March 26th in Toronto, and the full slate of games that day will mark the earliest traditional opening day in Major League history. Now, as far as the Dodgers coming to West Sacramento for the first time, that series will begin on June 29th.
Welcome to Dugout Radio, the undisputed home of Boomtown Baseball.
The Wi-Fi is booming with Xfinity, baby. Our next caller is
Stacy. How do you stay locked in on every pitch and play?
We stream it all live on Xfinity Internet with low lag, 99.99% network reliability, and speeds faster than a base runner beating the throw to home plate.
I stream on my TV, tablets, even my smart fridge.
Smart fridge?
With all those games, we gotta refuel.
Stream live baseball with Wi-Fi built for the biggest moments. Xfinity. Restrictions apply. Actual speeds vary, not guaranteed.
When shopping for a new car, what do you want? A great selection? A low monthly payment? More for your trade? At Northern California's best Honda dealer, Stockton Honda, you get it all. Model year-end savings are going on now. Drive away in your favorite Honda. It's savings you just can't say no to. Come in today or go to StocktonHonda.com.
Anytime, anywhere, it's all here. StocktonHonda.com.
Based on the results of the study, recognized on June 18, 2025, USA Today's list of California's top car dealers 2025.
Waking you up with the best in local sports.
They just make it interesting, you know?
It's the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross
on Sacktown Sports.
Welcome back. Right on time. Yes. Win, lose, draw. He's in with us as we exit off of 80 to Shredville. And we are joined by Coach Tim Plow. Coach, it's Dave, it's Jason. Good morning.
Boys, you're not going to believe this, but we actually had to move our practices to 6:30 in the morning this week because of orientation for our grad school players. So I just want you to know, I care about you guys so much that I am actually watching our practice from my office right now to talk to you guys.
No.
Yes.
Well, I have to say this in all seriousness. Coach, we would be happy. Would you like to move to later in the day, in the show? We're on for 4 hours. Last thing we want to do is mess with your schedule.
No, you know what? It's actually it's a bye week. You know what I mean? We're good.
So, I'm gonna. You're a big fight fan. I know you're not boxing more than MMA. There was a mixed martial artist named Joseph Benavidez, local guy, fought out of Uriah Faber's gym, and I'm going somewhere with this. He fought for the world championship against a guy whose nickname was Mighty Mouse, who came in, and we were at, I think, Arco Arena, might have been Golden One. And I was sitting with his family. I was sitting next to his mom and some family members, and we're watching the fight. We're so excited. Joseph's got a chance to win the title. This is amazing. He's a wonderful story. Well, kid gets in there, and the champion knocks him out in, I don't know what it was, 30 seconds. Just catches him with a punch, and it's over. And I remember talking to Joseph afterwards, and he said, you know, the thing that sucks about that, I didn't learn anything from it. It's one thing if I got beaten down for 5 rounds, I could learn something from that. But what am I going to learn? Duck the KO punch? I already know that. It's a matter of inches. So in this case, you didn't lose last weekend by 1 or 2. I mean, it was a convincing loss or win, if you will. What are you able to learn from those and to get across to your team when it's that big of a deficit?
Well, I think the thing we talked about all week was perspective. I tried to talk to them during the week about perspective and to try to be realistic and authentic about what we're doing and who we are. Mm-hmm. And doesn't mean that you can't win games like that, right? You see teams pull stuff like that off all the time,
sure.
But I wanted to keep perspective of like, hey, this is a $30 million plus payroll FBS Power 4 team. It's not like we're playing a Mountain West team or something like that. And, if they come out and play really well and we don't play our best, these are the kind of games that can happen. And, we pulled our starters at halftime and they didn't pull their starters at all. And so you got your, a bunch of guys on our team got a chance to get reps and got a chance to play some live football against a Big Ten football team. So the thing you learn from it is it's still football and there's still plays on the film. Like, hey, here's a great executed play. Here's us above the line. Here's a poorly executed play. Here's us below the line. And, we keep coaching off of it. And I've tried to detach from results since I got here with these guys. So try to play pretty consistent every Monday. I'm going to come in and have the same meeting with them, whether we lose by 100 or win by 100. Doesn't mean I enjoy losing or like getting blown out by the Huskies. But at the same time, I hope everybody can have a realistic approach to what those games really mean, which is, hey, those games are for us to financially support our athletic program. The football team is going to steward that process. Sometimes you play a Power 4 team that's on a down year, and sometimes you play a Power 4 team that's pretty freaking good. And we happen to play one that's really good, and we're going to pick up that check, take care of our athletic program, and then move on to try to win a championship. And, Montana State got beat by 100 by Oregon, and then almost beat South Dakota State the next week. So I think a lot of the FCS Power 4 FBS changes, it's different than it was 20 years ago, like when I was playing. That because of NIL, in my opinion, there is the Power 4 level, and there's actually probably an elite part of Power 4. There's probably 20 teams right now that are just playing a different sport. And then there's, the group of 5 like Mountain West teams and the Big Sky. Those teams are all the same, but there's no FBS, FCS anymore. It's Power 4, and then there's everybody else. And, if you don't play well and they play well, you could have games like that. And those teams need to run the score up because they're trying to make the playoffs, and I get it. And I just hope everyone has a realistic, authentic approach to that, like I tried to talk to our team about last week. And I think they did, and I think they're ready for the bye week and ready to get the real season started.
Yeah, do you like, Coach, that? I mean, a lot of times you have a game like that, like, man, I just can't wait to get back out on the field. Well, you got an extra week to get back out on the field. You like the fact that where you're by this, because I know you have 2 byes this year, but where this one is placed?
I mean, I could not be at a better place. It's been a pretty brutal 3 weeks. I mean, don't want to make any excuses or anything, but I would say our guys are pretty tired. I mean, you fly out to Alabama, get back at 4 a.m., fly out to Utah, get back at 4 a.m., fly out to Seattle, get back at 4 a.m. 3 straight road games, started on a 0 week. I think our guys are pretty worn out at this point. And so the bye week couldn't come at a better time. And then we got a good little run here. We got, home game, in-state game, home game. So we got the travel goes back to normal, and hopefully we can get ourselves playing at a high level and get some home games and get a little run here.
Coach Tim Plow joining us. Coach, in speaking on this game last weekend as well, they say iron sharpens iron, and I get it. Like we're talking 2 different levels of programs there, but is there any iron sharpening iron in the sense that, like, yeah, okay, we got smoked by this huge program, but in a sense, maybe it I don't want to disrespect your opponent next, but there's a little bit of bricks off the feet going into the next matchup?
I definitely think, especially our team being as young as they are, we got a starting freshman right tackle who had a really tough night. We had a, freshman quarterback who's getting knocked around. We got some freshman receivers that are out there playing and a freshman tailback. And those type of experiences, I can't simulate that at practice for them, and they're not going to see anything at the size or speed or, event that they saw the other night. And so I think those experiences can be positive for guys, because what happened for a lot of them is, as the game went on, they started playing with a little more confidence. Okay, maybe this isn't that bad. Maybe I can handle this. They start getting a little bit better. And I think just taking that and banking that is a great experience for those guys. So I do think, even though the score looks the way it is, I do think that the guys' experience in that is going to make them a lot stronger when you're playing, FCS like-minded opponents, really good Big Sky teams. Going to Bozeman in November is not going to feel like a whole lot after going to Seattle. So I think they're going to feel like it's something that helped them in the process. And again, hopefully we've trained them enough in our environment to be like, hey, we're not really a result-oriented team anyway. Like, we're all about our process. We're going to come back on Monday. We're going to check out the film. Here's what we did well. Here's what we didn't do well. Hopefully we did enough well things to win the game. And if we didn't, we'll try to fix them. And the things we did well, we'll try to keep doing them.
Coach, the way you described the difference between the FBS and FCS, I think is spot on, especially with those maybe the elite group of the Power Four, and you face just a great program in Washington. Are you a part of future scheduling, or is that all AD? Like, you say, like, hey, do us a favor. I know we need to make some money, but can we face one of those lesser groups? Like, how are you involved in the schedule, or are you at all?
Yeah, they definitely talked to me about it. Like, for example, we just signed off on a deal to play North Dakota State in 2028, 2029, doing a home and home, which we're excited about, but they wanted to check with me. Hey, are you cool with, playing North Dakota State? They're obviously a great program. And when it comes to the Power Four games, they'll talk to me a little bit. But again, I think what I would tell our alumni and donors and, people in the Sacramento area is what, like, those games right now, we don't have the financial stability to run all of our teams without that money that we get from those games. And I'm okay with that, man. Like I said, I'm proud that the football team stewards that process for all the sports, and that those games still have great impact on our players, and it's a great experience for them. But with where football is right now, I think, and you saw it, there was 9 games FCS versus Power 4 on Saturday. 9 games where the score was what ours was. There was a 60-point deficit. That hasn't happened since 1922. And so I think it just shows that, this NIL thing separates those top-end FBS Power 4 teams from everybody else. And that's why the Mountain West teams have gotten worse. We recruit against Mountain West teams every year, and we beat them on players. And if we were to play, again, if the Big Sky and the Mountain West were to merge tomorrow, I'm sure Boise would probably win the conference, but I'd be shocked if the Big Sky teams weren't like 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. Like, I just feel like the lower end power, the lower end FBS has gotten worse because of the NIL. They're losing all their players, and FCS is losing their players. And so now everyone's kind of equal except for those 20 to 30 teams. And if you happen to play one, it's going to probably look like it did on Saturday.
Well, that is Coach Tim Plow taking time away from a early practice to speak with us. Get down there, and here, I got a good line for you. Be like, hey, I'm down here to chew gum and kick some butt. I'm all out of gum.
Is that your good line?
Yeah, I think that's a good line you can use if people are getting out of line, Coach. Not that you need the help, but I just thought I'd help you. Just if you want.
I thought it was going to be dazed and confused. I won't say the whole line because it involves alcohol. But I think doesn't he say something like, "I came here to drink soda, get in a fight. Looks like I'm all out of soda."
That's
right.
You could use that one.
There you go. Use that one too. Just use Fresca. It'll really get to him. Coach, appreciate you as always. Good luck. Good luck against Southern Utah. We appreciate you. We know you got a little time off, thank goodness, and we'll talk to you before that next matchup. Thank you for your time.
Boys, I look forward to this every week. Find joy this week. Let's have a good bye week, and then let's get this thing rolling next week, all right?
You got it, brother. Cannot wait. That is Coach Tim Plow. We will take a break. When we come back, we got 3 for Madness. Big meeting in the NBA headquarters today in New York. Also, speaking of the NBA, we are less than 3 weeks away from the opening of training camp for the Sacramento Kings. The 49ers power rankings at ESPN, a little interesting. And I got an interesting J.J. McCarthy stat for you. I found it yesterday. As it is just before 7 a.m., we drive towards 10 a.m. And what better way to drive towards 10 a.m. than commercial here? That should not be happening right now, because the commercial you should be hearing is me talking about our good friends at Hoblet Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Woodland. Yeah, the lady got a little, easy lady. Gotta pay some bills here with our good friends at Hoblet. Look, not only can you save up to $12,000 off MSRP during Chrysler's Drive Into Fall Sales event, these are on brand new 2025 Ram 25 and 3500s, but qualifying work trucks may be 100% deductible under Section 179. We all know Section 179. That could be thousands more in savings like never before. Please do check with your accountant. I am not a financial advisor, but with nearly 500 Rams available, including those hard-to-find heavy duties, your next Ram is waiting at Hoblet, just piling on the savings this month. As a fifth-generation dealer, they know they got great customer experience. Fifth generation, so they start with the Model Ts. That's ridiculous. Wow, been around a long time. Dozens of customer service awards to prove how great they are. They are great. You're not going to find a better selection of new Rams, savings, and service than at the Hoblet Ram Truck Center in Woodland. Search, select, and save through their whole inventory at HobletDodge.com. Unbeatable prices, unbeatable selection. Nobody beats Hoblet, period. 3 for Madness coming up next.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
He waited a lifetime for this moment. Now it's time to celebrate. The official collection. The Oklahoma City Thunder, NBA champions. Available now at NBA Store. A Fanatics experience.
I've always believed that golf is more than just a game. It embodies integrity, commitment, and a sense of style. Hi, this is Frank LaRosa, and I'd like to tell you a bit about Naturewood Home Furnishings, a business that shares these same values. With the Procore Championship Professional Golf Tournament happening at the stunning Silverado Resort in Napa, I couldn't help but notice the parallels. Just like the game of golf, Naturewood has built its reputation on integrity, commitment, and timeless style. Looking to bring a unique style into your home? Naturewood offers custom certified designers who can help you craft the perfect look tailored just for you. And while you're enjoying the elegance of the tournament this week, along with Napa's world-class wine and food, be sure to visit Naturewood Home Furnishings. You'll discover pieces with the same sophistication and quality as the game itself. Who knows? You might even find an heirloom that will be passed down for generations. Naturewood Home Furnishings, off Highway 50 at Hazel. Just look for the water wheel.
At Valley Strong Credit Union, we know that local businesses are the backbone of the Central Valley, investing in our neighborhoods, boosting the economy, making the Valley stronger. But when it comes to their finances, where can they turn? A big bank that just sees another number? That's not good enough. Valley businesses deserve Valley support for payroll, credit, cash flow, and everything in between. Valley Business is Valley Strong. Learn how our cash management services can support your business at valleystrong.com.
Alan Stiles here with your Sacktown Sports Injury Update, brought to you by DTLA Law Group. Jack Perkins, out with that strained right shoulder, has been shut down from throwing for 3 more weeks. We'll re-image and determine an off-season program. His expected return is TBD. Max Muncy, out with that right hand fracture, began a hitting progression last week and will progress as able. His expected return is possibly late September. That was your Sacktown Sports Injury Update, brought to you by DTLA Law Group. Hey, I'm Alan Stiles. Injured at work? Call downtown. DTLA Law Group, California's leading injury law firm. With over 40 lawyers throughout California, they have won over $500 million in settlements. DTLA Law Group will get you compensation for your work injury. You don't pay unless they win. That's right. You pay zero up front. Call downtown. Text injury help to 40222. That's injury help to 40222. Visit them at calldowntown.com. Text charges may apply.
Fall is coming and River Cats Baseball has you covered. On Friday, September 19th, we are giving away San Francisco Giants puffer vests to the first 2,500 fans through the gates at Sutter Health Park. If you missed this giveaway at Oracle Park, here's your second chance, and it's the final giveaway of the 2025 River Cats baseball season. Don't miss your shot to head into autumn in style. Get your tickets today for September 19th and all remaining River Cats games of the season at rivercats.com.
KHD1 Sacramento, KYMX HD3 Sacramento. From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios.
Sacramento's official home of the 49ers.
San Francisco.
Sacktown Sports, 1140. 3 questions, 3 answers. It's 3 for Madness on the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
Here's question 1.
All right, still to come in the next hour, we will check in with Sean Salisbury. Usually Sean will join us on Tuesdays. Had some things going on yesterday, but Sean, a little over an hour from now, will be joining us. Look forward to that. And thanks again to UC Davis head football coach Tim Plow for our last segment.
Yeah, he could have come on and just been like, yeah.
That's not his style.
That's not his style. Find some joy, he says. Well, let's find some joy in 3 for Madness. I want to share this stat with you. I thought this was great in regards to J.J. McCarthy. And maybe Monday shouldn't have been that big of a surprise. So J.J. McCarthy has had an interesting history in the world of quarterbacking. When he was in 8th grade, he was offered a full ride scholarship from Iowa State. Obviously, continued his schooling.
Right.
He redshirted on the high school varsity team in 9th grade. In 10th grade, he won the state championship despite having a broken thumb on his throwing hand. His team went 13-1. 11th grade, they also went 13-1, but lost the state championship. They were undefeated his senior year. They won the national championship. As a freshman, he did not start a single game. As a sophomore, he went 12-1 as a starter at Michigan. And then, obviously, undefeated, won the national title with Michigan when he was a junior, declared for the draft, was hurt last year. He's 61-3 as a starter.
Yeah.
With 2 national championships and a state championship. And maybe there's just a little bit of, I go back to what his teammates were saying, that he has that dog, that win. It's one game, and he looked like garbage the first half. So it's really 2 quarters that we've seen of a professional J.J. McCarthy, but I like this kid. It's going to be interesting to watch him develop. I'm curious to see how he does this weekend.
Yeah, I mean, I think they've got a good team. I think they're well coached. I think he's a part of that. Mm-hmm. But it's also the NFL, and I expect that winning percentage to go down.
I would, yes.
Not his fault per se. It's just the way the league works. There's a lot of good players around there.
I'll give you one more quick young quarterback stat.
Sure.
Atlanta has a left-handed dual threat quarterback named Michael with a last name that's 1 character off from a name for male genitalia. The things people come up with. Michael Vick and Michael Penix Jr.
Yeah.
Sometimes I think we're just in a simulation.
Mm.
What are the odds? 3 for Madness, question 1.
The NBA will meet in New York today and discuss, amongst other things, the Steve Ballmer situation. How do you see this playing out?
Look, they've got to have it. You can't just say, this looks really bad, you're suspended. But also, Adam Silver was asked a couple years ago, I was reading this article, he was asked, would you be willing to bring the hammer down if some sort of circumvention happened in the future, like your predecessor David Stern did on Minnesota during the Joe Smith thing. Adam, I'm paraphrasing here, but said, yeah, if that happens again, you can't do that. We're bringing it down.
Right.
What's interesting is this owners meeting today. But by the way, they'll also be discussing expansion and a couple other things. This has not been called specifically.
It's not a Ballmer meeting,
right? But Ballmer will be there.
Yeah,
it will be very interesting as factions develop between whether how much support Steve Ballmer has in the room, if any, how the other owners feel. I would be shocked if he was the only one standing on an island, if for no other reason, because other owners are probably doing the same thing or something similar. Sam Amick came on the show last week and talked about this would almost certainly be his second offense after being fined $250,000 for facilitating a third-party endorsement with DeAndre Jordan. So I think if they have it, and again, they have employed now the same law firm that they employed during the Donald Sterling investigation to investigate this whole thing. Yeah, I think they have to come down hard, and they have to be creative, because some of those punishments, like voiding the contract, that's not really a punishment for the Clippers. I think they actually wouldn't mind that contract being voided. I think it's going to have to, and also another lever they can pull, fining the team. I don't think that's a big deal for Steve Ballmer, who is by a large margin the richest owner in the NBA.
Right.
Might be the richest owner in sports. I can't remember. So the contract voiding and the fining, also, they don't own their next 3 picks alternating because of the Stepien rule. That's another lever. So they're going to have to, if they come down on Ballmer, they're going to have to be creative, which is why from the jump, I've thought one of these punishments will almost certainly have to be he's gone for a while, at least a season, amongst other things that they do.
Almost makes you wonder about like the meeting notes or meeting agenda. Like, when do you talk about that first or save it for last? It's like, hey, we're gonna levy this ultimate punishment. Oh, by the way, Steve, are you for or against expansion? Like how to
right,
just the order of business.
I might save that for last. Yeah. I think so. The Ballmer thing. Because that could get a little,
even though it's the elephant in the room, right?
Exactly. What if it has to be unanimous for him to get punished?
And he gets to sit there and watch.
He's the one. He's the one.
Well, it's not unanimous.
One. It's a secret ballot. I wonder who voted for this. Well, he'll figure it out on his yacht, his plane, his whatever. Steve Ballmer will be fine.
Yeah.
What if the NBA builds a prison just for Steve Ballmer and he has to go to NBA prison?
What would that look like?
That's what I'm wondering too. Like
he gets to build it though.
There's
it's
like
an Intuit prison,
and there's one section of the prison that's for like the most excitable people in there,
and he's in there.
The wall,
yeah.
There's a big Halo screen around it for all the ball games. I have a feeling NBA
loud
prison.
Music,
yeah, dancers
playing. What was the song he had? Gloria Estefan. When he came out to dance.
Oh, was it Rhythm of the Night? No. Come on, baby, say you love me.
I don't know what it was. No, Get on Your Feet.
Yes, get on your feet. But now they would play that for morning calisthenics that he would have to report for in the yard.
Yeah, in the yard.
In the yard. Number 2, please.
Question 2.
We are less than 3 weeks away from the opening of training camp for the Kings. Will they go into camp with the roster they have right now?
No, but no asterisk. No, I think they're
making trades.
I don't think it's going to be, if it's not a Westbrook, they still have that full mid-level exemption, which is bothering me. It's just hanging there like a
who's left?
Who's left to get out there? Well, Josh Giddey just signed for, by the way, we were talking about this on the phone yesterday. Josh Giddey re-signs with the Bulls, 4 years, $25 million. That seems like a bargain. Like, I understand when I say Josh Giddey, everybody's like, but what about? It's not a factor because
shouldn't be.
Yeah, it's not. Look, I'm not here to defend or whatever. I'm just saying they went through the process, and that's behind him now from a punishment point of view. So Then it just comes down to, okay, 4 years, $100 million for a player that is 23. I think he'll be 24 next month. He will be October 10th. And that last year averaged 14.7.5 boards and 6.1 assists.
And those numbers are going to go up.
And those numbers are 100% going to go up on splits of 46, 38, 78. For me, God, I'd love to talk to Scott Perry about this. And I don't know how honest he could be. I mean, he's a very truthful, open guy, but I just, for rules purposes, I don't know how open he could be. But God, was it ever? I know it's a running joke that we're the Bulls West, but of DeRozan, Levine, and Giddey, if you gave me a choice between any of those three, I will take Giddey every day. And not that he's necessarily, again, a better player than Zach LaVine, though I think he will be, but it's the fit that matters to me. They need a point guard. Okay, how about a 23-year-old point guard that's already putting up numbers that are sniffing a triple-double and is going to, and by the way, came up in the Oklahoma City system, a guy that Sam Presti coveted. So $25 million for me, it's like, I wonder if there was ever a discussion of, hey, well, we'll give him $30 million a year. I think if it had been a 4-year, $120 million, I wouldn't have blinked an eye at that, with guys out there making 50, 60, 70 million a year. That being said, I think the Kings will add somebody. They're going to, it'll be, my guess would be, it'll be like one of two things. Either a very low level, what was the guy, McDaniels, a couple of years ago? Jaden McDaniels, I always mix it up. Something like that, or a McDaniels, McDermott. I don't know, I didn't mean all the MC ones, but you get my point. It'll be that level, or a just before training camp opens Kuminga style trade.
Well, the Kuminga one is like the last of the restricted, and I think we said it before, it's the wrong year to be a restricted free agent. Right. Cam Thomas just kind of basically agreed to a deal. Chicago, this deal seems favorable. Yeah. Really, I mean, it's not like it's totally on the cheap, but who are they negotiating against?
That's the thing.
I mean, nobody has money besides the teams that have these guys as incumbents waiting to be on their team. And then the last one with maybe some leverage are the Warriors and Kuminga, but they've been waiting on everything because of him.
It's a big domino just chilling there right now. 916-339-1140 is our text line. A couple of questions on the Kawhi thing, which I'll address here. What about Kawhi Leonard? Why doesn't he receive some punishment? I think he will. I think he will. And then somebody else saying, can the NBA revoke Uncle Dennis's agent's license? Or I don't even know if he has an agent's license, to be honest with you. I think the one thing I'm the most sure of out of this whole thing, I don't know what's going to happen to Ballmer. I don't know what, if anything, is going to happen to Kawhi, though.
He's going to have to plant some trees.
Kawhi? Yeah. And show up to do it? If there's one thing I would bet the most money on, it's that if they find that wrong was done, not only this, but combined with what allegedly was being asked of other teams, including Toronto and the Lakers, I think we will not see Uncle Dennis around the NBA in an official ever. Yeah, I think he gets a life ban. He does not. I can
see that.
He can go to a game. He can even maybe hang out with Kawhi outside the lot. He can do that. But I don't think. I think the days of Uncle Dennis being involved in any way are over. And to be honest with you, Kawhi doesn't really have the leverage anymore.
Right.
He doesn't have any leverage. He makes Anthony Davis look like Lou Gehrig in his prime when it came to playing every game. He makes him look like Cal Ripken. Number 3.
Question 3.
After their opening win, the 49ers are ranked 14th according to ESPN. Do you agree?
I mean, when I first saw it, I was like, dude, they went up to Seattle and won. I get it wasn't pretty, but they went up to Seattle and they won, and they're freaking 14th. And then that's like almost the bottom of all the 1-0 teams. So,
and I bet there's some 0-1 teams ahead of them, like Buffalo, or excuse me, like Baltimore.
Yeah, great point, Jason. You're 100% right. I know for a fact both of those are ahead of the Niners. I do think it's low, but after further review, like here's how I can understand why they're that low. It's not so much about the ground level look. It's more about the, okay, but what is the status of this team right now? What are the injuries they're dealing with? And are they the 13th, 12th, 10th, 5th best team right now in the league? And I would have to agree with that. I would say with an injured Brock Purdy, with Ayuk out, with Kittle out, with Juwan Jennings hurting, with some defense, all the injury issues they have, McCaffrey and his potential issues, I'd struggle to put them. If you just said who are the top 10 teams in the league, right, I would struggle to put the Niners in the top 10.
Yeah, I don't think it's a crazy response where they are, because I think it's shown us the last couple of years when they were healthy, they got to the Super Bowl and or NFC Championship.
That's right.
Last year they weren't, and they weren't very good.
That's right.
I mean, they were near the bottom of the league.
Yes.
So, they've got more players healthy than last year at this time, or as the year went along, but they already have a significant injury, or probably a couple, and one that could be more with Purdy. So, yeah, I have no issue with 14th.
And if that Brock Purdy thing, which we're sitting here right now going, well, hope he plays on Sunday. Matt Barrow said if he had to guess, he'd bet on Mac Jones. If Brock Purdy misses any sort of time, dude.
I feel okay, though, with Mac Jones. Am I crazy on that? Not like, hey, they're going to win. If he missed 10 games, they would win 8 of them. It's not that. But for a week, if it's a week or two, look, again, we're not talking about John Elway in his prime, but
right.
I think he's a good fit for this offense.
I would say, number one, I would say that they're playing New Orleans. So there's that. Number two, I'd say Mac Jones. I don't know. Mac Jones is 27 years old. Mac Jones was a first-round pick by the Patriots. I don't know, again, what in this day and age of the Sam Darnolds of the world and people that have rediscovered their careers, and what we may be seeing or may not be seeing with Justin Fields right now, and many other examples. 3 years in New England on a bad New England Patriots team, and then a year in Jacksonville. I don't know what Mac Jones is. So could Mac Jones come in and I can promise you this, he'll have the best offensive coordinator he's ever had if he comes in this weekend. And we've seen what really good offensive coordinators can do, and also conversely, what bad offensive coordinators can do to a young quarterback. So I don't think you're crazy. I will just say it's not just Mac Jones. It's Mac Jones. And now Kittle's not blocking for you, and he's not your safety valve, which is so important for a new quarterback. It's no Ayuk. Is Christian McCaffrey going to be okay? Is Juwan Jennings hobbling? We Matt Barrows was on with us again yesterday, and I asked him, and it's not that I disagree with him. I do find myself wondering, they are so banged up in the wide receiver core, and now they're going to try to plug in Marquez Valdez-Scantling. They're going to try to plug in old 49er Kendrick Bourne. I do wonder. I would love to ask Kyle Shanahan, what is it that would, because you're so banged up, what would prevent you from throwing McCaffrey in the slot a bunch and bringing Brian Robinson in, where you effectively are adding in? Look, I don't want to go overboard, but if Christian McCaffrey exclusively played in the slot, I don't think I think he's Wes Welker.
Yeah, I mean, hasn't Greg Papa even told?
Yes.
He goes, I think he could be an all-pro wide receiver if he just played receiver.
Couldn't agree with him more.
So, I mean, would that benefit you more to do that, knowing that, look, Robinson's not McCaffrey, but he's a good runner.
That's exactly right.
And so maybe you downgrade slightly there, but increase there, and you also still have the ability, like, put McCaffrey in the backfield. I mean,
that's right. And
like
you got Isaac Garenda that you could spot in there too. You could move them around, give different looks.
Yep.
Again, it's a matter of you've got, again, like Greg Papa said, you have perhaps an all-pro caliber slot receiver, which slot receivers, again, much like tight ends, incredibly important to young quarterbacks just trying to figure it out. So you have an all-pro, perhaps, caliber slot receiver in your backfield right now, and you have a starting caliber running back, and you are ridiculously low in wide receiver talent right now. Why not?
Yeah, not a bad idea, not a bad thought.
I'm not saying do it for 50 plays.
Right.
Why not throw it out there for 10 or 12?
Well, and it just becomes a wrinkle for defenses now to prepare for once you unveil that, too.
That's exactly right. Let me give you a couple more things I picked up yesterday. Oh, this is a stupid stat, but it made me laugh. Luka Doncic has won a game with the Mavericks since the Cowboys won their last game.
Wow.
Now, we just had a big NFL offseason, so it's kind of a funny stat. But Luka Doncic's last Mavs win, by the way, he was traded to the Lakers, in case you didn't know. Luka's last Mavs win was December 23rd. The Cowboys' last NFL win was December 22nd. So if you know any Cowboy fans out there today,
hug them.
No, no, you don't want to smell like Bud Light the rest of the day.
That's their beer of choice?
I don't know. Whatever they're double fisting in their Schmedium Michael Irvin jersey. Just bring that to them. Hey, here's a trivia question for you. Who's gotten a win in the most recent time period? Who last had a win for a Dallas team? Luka Doncic or the actual Dallas team, the Cowboys? Oh, sorry. Thanks
or Micah Parsons.
Or Micah. Ooh, great point. That'll really, yes. Nothing like firing up a Cowboy fan. Last stat for you. I just didn't know where to put this. Carlos Alcaraz beat Jannik Sinner for the U.S. Open title. That's a huge deal to you. You're a big tennis guy. To say that you tell me, you're the tennis guy, but to say that their rivalry is definitely neck and neck across 15 matches, 6 points separate the two of them. That's bonkers. When you consider how many points are involved in a 3-4, well, assuming with that stat, 90+% of them have been 5-set matches, they're separated by 6 points. That is the epitome of even Steven right there. So, hey, enjoy. We'll take a break. When we come back, the 49ers made some moves yesterday. We'll tell you why one of the moves is, God, it looks so good. It has me questioning. It's so good, it's making me nervous, and I have questions. We'll tell you next.
Capital Casino, conveniently located on 411th North 16th Street in downtown Sacramento.
The Allen Styles Show.
The Athletics taking on Minnesota. All I know is that the state fair in Minnesota was so big. All I know is I saw fried butter. Has anybody ever had fried butter?
You've had fried Oreos and Twinkies. That's crazy.
Different. No, that's not different. And it was a Snickers.
That's still crazier than just butter.
No, it's not.
You can listen to the Allen Styles Show Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. on 1140 a.m., YouTube, and the Sacktown Sports app.
Get ready for a night out with Jordan Davis. Country in the Part 2 this Saturday at Cal Expo. Along with special guests Mitchell Tenpenny, Locash, Vincent Mason, and Abriana. Make it a family day out with food trucks, games, dancing, and more. This Saturday at Cal Expo with Proactive Pest Control, Fasteners Inc. Tool Outlet, and Red's Pizzeria and Tap House. Tickets at CITPFest.com.
Staples presents That Was Easy.
Seems like back to school happens earlier each year.
First day of school coming in hot.
And this year, my kids had massive supply lists.
Folders, notebooks, and pens. Oh, the humanity.
But Staples had everything I needed, with some items just 25 cents.
Watch the small print.
No. My back to school budget was saved by Staples Easy Button.
Everything for school, in stock and as low as 25 cents. Staples.
That was easy.
In-store, online, and on the app. It's 9/13 while supplies last.
Drivers who switch and save with Progressive could save hundreds. With that kind of money, you could go big time on a fancy water bottle with ultra titanium alloy metal. You're not sure why you need all that. I mean, it just holds water. But you're getting it anyway. Because if you're hiking near an active volcano and you accidentally drop the bottle into molten lava, your water will still be icy cold. Switch to Progressive and you could save big time. For water bottles. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in all states. Potential savings will vary.
At Fisher Investments, we may seem like other money managers, but we're different.
What makes you so different than the rest of us?
We ensure clients receive unparalleled service at every step of the relationship.
Tell me more.
Our investment counselors focus on service over sales, prioritizing clients' needs.
How do you make money?
We don't sell any commission-based products. We have a simple management fee. based on the value of our client's portfolio. So we do better when our clients do better.
What about client portfolios?
We get to know each client, their finances, family, health, lifestyle, and more, and then we tailor a portfolio based on their specific goals and needs.
Your clients really come first then, huh?
Yes, we make them a top priority. Our goal is helping them achieve a comfortable retirement.
Wow, maybe we are different.
At Fisher Investments, we're clearly different. Learn more at FisherInvestments.com.
Investing in securities involves the risk of loss.
Do Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis symptoms keep coming back? Tremfya, guselkumab, may help, with rapid remission achieved at 12 weeks and lasting clinical remission at 1 year. Some even saw visible improvement of their intestinal lining at 12 weeks and 1 year. Tremfya is a prescription medicine used to treat adults with moderately to severely active Crohn's disease and adults with moderately to severely active ulcerative colitis. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Healing is possible with Tremfya. Approximately 3 out of 10 patients were in endoscopic remission at 1 year, based on areas visualized on colonoscopy, which may not represent the deeper bowel layer or entire GI tract. Individual results may vary. Ask your doctor about Tremfya today. Call 1-800-526-7736 to learn more or visit tremfyaradio.com.
The only place in the morning to get your sports fix.
Live and local.
The Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
All right, I want to get to this Niners story, but I also want to talk about this college football rankings story that's out. And I went back and forth this morning on this, and I'm just going to be really, really transparent. As you know, my best friend is a woman who is in the sports world.
Mm-hmm.
Katie Christensen. And I get very protective a lot of women in the sports world because they have a lot more hurdles than we do. And I'm not being woke, and that's just a fact. They have to deal with a lot of crap. There was a story years and years and years ago that I learned a really powerful lesson from, and it was like 10 years ago, but like, the U.S. women's soccer team was on this massively good run, and they had a terrible game and like made just a ton of boneheaded errors, right? And I remember dealing with that story, and I won't say who, but somebody I listened to a lot was kind of a mentor, is still kind of a mentor, said, "Hey, you're a soccer guy, right?" I listened to that segment. Yeah. And he's a huge soccer guy as well. He goes, you were kind of soft on them.
Mm.
And I said, I was. Yeah, he goes, don't you think that's almost as bad as, he goes, it's almost a weird form of misogyny. Like, would you be that soft on the men's team? I said, I was just being honest. I would have killed him. Like, I would have, why would you why are you treating them differently? They're not porcelain statues. Treat them as you would treat anyone else, whether it's men, women. Right. That was a really powerful lesson for me.
Okay.
So I still went back and forth because the story is about a reporter for the Southern California News Group, reports on coincidentally USC sports, but is also a College of the Canyons professor, and she is a top 25 voter named Haley Sawyer. The reason why there is a story here is because the rankings get published. And after last weekend, where Florida lost at home to, what was it, Southern Florida, whatever the hell it was.
Yeah, they were one of the 4 top 25 teams to get upset, I think.
Yes, they lost at home to USF Saturday. And she moved them up 2 slots. Okay, like, maybe it was late. She didn't see the game. Maybe she just made an error. As we talked about today, people make mistakes. She went on I don't know what she went on yesterday, but she went on. This was her explanation.
But as far as what my votes are and what my process is, I wake up early in the morning after covering a game late in the night before. Don't want to go too much into my process or logic, but I will say I appreciate everybody's interaction on social media and all of your feedback. There's tons of people that vote on the AP poll, and it's not a perfect system, but at the end of the day, no matter who you pick, it does even out because there's so many people who vote. And like I said, it's really fun for discussion. It doesn't, probably matter in the end, but I'm glad that people are having a really good time with it. But
I'm not having a good time with that. That makes me furious.
Yeah.
For a lot of reasons. First off, the correct answer is I screwed up, and I'm owning it.
Right.
But what really gets me is that is such a moronic take. And forget moronic, because that's almost like a personal insult. That is such an ignorant take. The AP poll is not, we're not talking about nuclear launch codes or the cure to cancer. I'm aware of we're in the dumb sports world, but the amount of people that would kill to vote in the AP poll, the amount of colleges and things and money and all that relies on this, at the very least, if you're going to be a voter, whether it's Cy Young, AP poll, whatever it is, take the job seriously. Do your homework, and guess what? If you end up ranking a team differently than I would rank them, if you've done your homework and that is your opinion, I will live with that every single day because I'm as full of garbage as the next guy. But for you to say, now, in the end, it doesn't really matter, and just to be flippant about it, that's now going to be the freaking gasoline on top of the torch for everyone who wanted the women shouldn't be involved and all of those folk. This is what that is so terrible for that whole conversation now that we're not going to talk about the 100 billion times that women involved in sports are as good, if not better, than the men involved in this time, whether it's TV coverage, journalism, whatever it may be. We're going to grab the one, and we're going to say, well, look at this person, and this is why, and we're going to make that false equivalence, and it just sucks, dude. Just own it, because it's not just about you. It's unfortunately, it's about a lot of your colleagues as well.
Yeah, so one time I was asked to be a voter, or the one time I did. I voted for a year in the FCS.
Oh, that's cool.
It's probably been 10 years now, and I took myself out eventually because I could tell. I knew the Big Sky. I knew some teams in the West, but Dave, for example, it would be, I'm gonna have to make up teams here. Gardner-Webb was 21st.
Sure.
And they beat Robert Morris 21-7. And they'll tell you, so I'll see what last week, they send you a form and you'll see what last week's top 25 did and their results, and then you kind of input your new top 25. And so I would say the 25 that previously existed was easier to compute, but if you get near 20 to 25, and if those teams lost, now I have to figure out teams to put in.
Yeah.
What do I know about Sam Houston, who beat Central Connecticut State? Was the quarterback out? Were people sick? Was that a blowout? The score, they won by 10. Should they won by 25? I don't even know of an equivalent, but we all kind of follow the NFL. But if we could take our minds off of week one, and you and I were just at the Niners game, and we were NFL voters for power rankings, and I'll say, oh, Buffalo beat Baltimore 41-40.
Sure.
Okay.
All right.
No context of the game.
Right.
No, I mean, we have it. It's hard to displace that, but I don't. I'm a West Coast voter of the East Coast teams, vice versa. I kind of know, hey, North Dakota State's pretty good. South Dakota State, Montana, like the regulars, but what if Incarnate Word's the best team at the FCS level? I don't know.
Yeah, that's
how am I going to know?
Right.
And I think people need to lock in, watch it, or watch as much as they can. And I'm like, I don't know enough I don't feel like I'm equipped to vote. So
see, it's so funny because I almost wish you hadn't done that after you've explained it, because that right there, no surprise. I guarantee you're more ethical than 90% of the vote. Because here's the truth. I'm just throwing this number out there, but 80 to 90%, I would bet, of your top 25 voters have that exact same problem. And here's what I would do. Yeah. Well, I can tell you exactly the top 10, top 15, I'm going to know. I'm going to know them, and I'm going to be able to make an educated guess. So here's what I'm going to do for the next 20 to 30 that I have to figure out. I'm going to look at some other polls.
Yeah.
I'm going to look at some scores. I'm going to cheat a little bit.
People
here.
have him at 18. I don't like him as much. I'm putting him at 22.
Exactly.
Is that right?
No, but and you mentioned, by the way, West Coast voter for here's the thing. Guarantee you the definitely over 50 and probably 60 to 70% of these voters are East Coast voters. Who are sleeping by the time the West Coast. So, but they're not doing that ethical thing. They're holding on to their vote for dear life. So good for you, but also bad for you, because I wish more voters were like you and at least had the honesty and integrity to go into it like that.
Yeah. But I think it's like anything else. Like if you're an FBS voter and it's like 2 weeks ago, well, I'm watching Texas, Ohio State. Well, okay. That's 1 versus 3. Of course you're watching that game. Everybody's watching that game. I watched a few others, but did you see how number 18 played? You were at the USC game. You would have more intel and input on, hey, you know what, they actually really are pretty good. Or whoever they play.
I'm also watching them play Southern, Western, Eastern,
like
Missouri
I took
State.
0 from this game. So I'm not going to move them down, but just leave them right where they are. I mean, so that it's not easy to do.
No, it's not. And that's the thing. And that's why I have far less of I know this sounds stupid, but I have far less of a problem with her bumping Florida up 2 slots after losing at home to an unranked team. Like, that's obviously a mistake. That's not my issue. My issue is you're laughing and being flippant. Well, in the end, it doesn't really. Well, then
don't vote.
Then don't vote.
Right.
Then don't vote. And please don't. What is even worse to me by leaps and bounds, please don't throw boulders and gravel on the road that has been paved by a lot of women before you to open these doors.
Right.
Just don't
the answer was not, well, I moved him up 2, but Dave and Jason moved him down 6, so my vote doesn't matter.
Right.
It's like, well, what are you doing? And your point about the other women.
And I think it's important to close out to say this too, because I was just going to say, you have an extra responsibility on your shoulders. Here's what she shouldn't have to.
Right.
I hate that she does.
But she does.
If Fred Smith did the same thing and had the same response, I'd be just as pissed at him. But there's more there when you're blazing trails. She shouldn't have to blaze trails. Nobody should have had to blaze. Let's just be realistic. But that's the world we live in. And now you're going to get a whole section of people in that piece of the pie.
Right.
I don't put fruit in my beer, and I don't like the girl in the booth, but I can't put my finger on it, but keep women out of. You're going to get that whole section of folk now that are going to raise their proverbial torches on this and use her as the standard bearer. So thanks. Just a tone deaf situation that I wish hadn't happened. I have a lot of week 1 NFL questions for you, Jason Ross, that I wrote for the next segment. I got a little carried away on this topic. I want to get to Eddie Pinheiro of the 49ers. I have some numbers for you that are quite interesting about the 49ers' new kicker. We'll do that next.
The Drive Guys.
I think I have that right, Jay.
Yeah, boy, I see you over there crooning. R&B album coming soon, huh? Mr. Gleason.
I have too much respect for the genre.
Dub G.
To tarnish it with my own efforts.
No. You play a part in it.
Yeah.
You can listen to The Drive Guys Monday through Friday from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. on 1140 a.m., YouTube, and the Sacktown Sports app.
At Valley Strong Credit Union, we know that local businesses are the backbone of the Central Valley, investing in our neighborhoods, boosting the economy, making the Valley stronger. But when it comes to their finances, where can they turn? A big bank that just sees another number? That's not good enough. Valley businesses deserve Valley support for payroll, credit, cash flow, and everything in between. Valley Business is Valley Strong. Learn how our cash management services can support your business at valleystrong.com.
Get ready for a night out with Jordan Davis. Country in the Part 2 this Saturday at Cal Expo. Along with special guests Mitchell Tenpenny, Locash, Vincent Mason, and Abriana. Make it a family day out with food trucks, games, dancing, and more this Saturday at Cal Expo with Proactive Pest Control, Fasteners Inc. Tool Outlet, and Red's Pizzeria and Tap House. Tickets at CITPFest.com.
If you're 55 or older and into that whole saving money thing, T-Mobile has an exclusive phone and internet bundle just for you. Right now, get 2 unlimited phone lines plus 5G home internet for just $30 each per month with autopay, plus taxes and fees. And with 5G home internet, setup is easy with just one cord and no technician needed, which is great if you're also into that whole keeping it simple thing. Switch now and experience the best mobile network in the U.S. Visit your local store to start saving. T-Mobile, it's better over here. Based on analysis by Ookla of speed test intelligence data Q4 2024 to Q1 2025. Ookla trademarks used under license. Unlimited on our network. Customers on voice plan may notice speeds lower than other customers and further reduction if using more than 50 gigs a month due to data prioritization. Video streams and SD on this plan. Home internet pricing after $20 a monthly bill credit plus $5 per line without autopay. Debit or bank account required. See 5G device coverage and access details at T-Mobile.com.
Hi, I'm Maria, salon owner. You know the jingle. Now discover the facts about Ozempic, a GLP-1. There's only one FDA-approved Ozempic, made by Novo Nordisk. Learn about the real thing.
Talk to your healthcare professional today. Call 1-833-OZEMPIC or visit Ozempic.com to view the medication guide and to learn more about Ozempic. Semaglutide injection 0.5, 1, and 2 milligrams.
Some things can steal your sunshine.
Ugh, I just got my hair done.
Sorry, the cooler's broken.
Anyone see my flip-flops? Anyone?
But COVID-19 can steal a lot more.
I just took a COVID test. Ugh.
Prescription medications for COVID exist. If you test positive this summer, ask your doctor if they're right for you. Visit Pfizerforall.com/COVID-19 to learn more. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Carmichael Dave here for my friends at American Energy Heating and Air. Yes, I always tell you they are a family-owned operation, been in business since 81, A-plus Better Business Bureau, but it is hot. We are in those Sacramento hot months. I want to focus on them being your second opinion partner. What does that mean? Maybe you've got somebody you're working with or you've worked with in the past in the HVAC world. Guess what? They want to give you a second opinion. How much does it cost? Nothing. You call them up and say, hey, can I get a second opinion on this deal? They come out and they either say, wow, that's a great deal. You should feel better about that. Or they say, we can beat that price. And usually they're going to beat it by a lot. Guess what? You just saved money and it didn't cost you anything to find out. It's a no-lose situation. Go with a trusted company. American Energy, 916-520-9990. That's 916-520-9990 or AmericanEnergyAir.com. Jingle Singers, take it away.
Call 916-520-9990 now.
Just announced, Stockton Honda has been named #1 of California's best car dealers in 2025 by USA Today and Statista. This prestigious award is based on thousands of customer reviews and recommendations, ranking dealerships for service, value, and satisfaction. Out of hundreds evaluated, Stockton Honda is proud to be #1, recognized for all-around excellence and commitment to our customers. Visit Stockton Honda, where reputation meets the road.
Anytime, anywhere, it's all here. StocktonHonda.com.
Big O Tires. From September 2nd to the 28th, get $60 in rebate savings on sets of 4 Michelin tires, totaling $900 or more. Or get $40 in rebate savings on purchases of $899.99 or less with installation purchase. Plus, Big O Tires will match up to $60 in instant savings. Big O Tires, the team you trust. Installation required. Disposal fees and shop fees. Extra where permitted. See store for pricing. Eligibility may vary. Not valid with other offers.
Waking you up with the best in local sports.
They just make it interesting, you know?
It's the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross
on Sacktown Sports.
Welcome back. That would have been a different video.
Much different.
Eddie Pinheiro.
So you would have watched.
I would have 100% watched more.
Yeah.
Eddie Pinheiro is the new field goal kicker guy.
Wait, what about Moody?
Oh, he gone.
He gone.
He gone. As Matt Barrows predicted
He did.
about 30 minutes before it happened. That's why we have Matt on. So Eddie Pinheiro's the new kicker for the Niners. In his career, this is where I have an issue. He's 111 of 126. He's 88.1% on his field goals. He's 32 of 41 on kicks, 40 to 49 yards. He's 11 of 14 on kicks, 50 or more.
That's great.
His last 3 years with the Panthers, he made 89% of his kicks, and he kicked under special teams coordinator Brent Boyer with the Jets, who is now the Niners special teams coordinator. I think I saw a stat today. I think he's the 5th most accurate field goal kicker in NFL history. Why is he a free agent? What is wrong with him? I mean, I'm 10% joking. I'm 90% serious. What is wrong with him? What is the
we'll find out.
What is he the kicker version of Pedro Serrano? Remember when Pedro was in spring training with the Cleveland Indians in Major League, and the manager and one of the coaches, they're watching him and take batting practice. He's just hitting everything 500 miles, right? And then the manager said, Lou Brown says, well, this guy is hitting a ton out of the ball. Well, why isn't he with another team? He didn't talk like that, he didn't stutter like I just did. And the guy goes, all right, hey, throw him a curveball. And then they throw him a curveball and he swings into the ground. He can't hit the curveball. What is Eddie Pinheiro's curveball? Why is he not in the league?
Right.
What am I missing?
Well,
is he mean?
Does he have trouble kicking off?
Right?
Yeah.
No, maybe that is what it is. Maybe he sucks at kickoffs. That actually
that's a factor.
Yeah.
We're all thinking about field goals, but I like the accuracy. I like the numbers. And the numbers, are a lot of people doing comps on social media between him and Moody. And it was like, oh, man, it's a big difference.
Yeah, a big difference.
Like the amount of misses Moody has had is way more in way less attempts.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Niners had to do it. I didn't know who they'd land on, but this seems like a good choice.
I don't know if you can take a top 5 accurate kicker of all time, who, by the way, has enough leg to be 11 of 14 on 50 or more yards. Right. Okay.
But all that, if he misses a kick or two, it's like, uh-oh.
I know.
Is there something wrong with this team?
Or maybe he's just, I'm sure he's not. But that's why I'm like, is he the worst locker room guy ever?
Yeah.
Does he just roll in and start slapping people like Three Stooges style or something? What? Why is this guy not? Why has he been with multiple teams? Why did he get cut? Why did he leave Carolina?
Yeah. Well, and I think Matt said it right too yesterday. It's something I've been saying about them. They get a lot of field goals, which too many for my liking. I think the Niners are going to have to win games like that. So they want somebody that's going to be accurate because they're going to need all of them.
I'm going to laugh if they beat New Orleans this weekend 18-7. It's all field goals.
6 field goals by Eddie P.
Honestly, I feel like in my fantasy league, I'm picking up Eddie Pinheiro just to do it.
Well, that's Dave Richard tomorrow, Friday.
Yeah, let's ask him Friday. Okay. Give me the bet I asked for. That's nice. You know what? Let's go a step further, Anthony. Do you have a rundown in front of you?
Yes, I do.
All right. Why don't you ask these? I was just going to ask Jason, but that way I can weigh in after him. I wrote down this morning, Jason.
You got lots of stuff here.
I just wrote down random, and if we don't get to all these, we can use them through the week. I was just like, what are my big questions after week 1? So give us the first one there, Anthony.
Can the Niners survive their injuries?
I don't mean are they going to die, but can they? Do you think they're going to be able to make it through this?
As it's laid out now, yes. Scheduling and the amount of games and the people. But if Purdy misses a lot more, and now you start to add one of those other, McCaffrey goes on that list, or Bosa, or Trent, no.
Oh, God, they lose Bosa, dude.
But
or Warner.
Kittle's a big deal, though.
He's huge.
A really big deal.
Huge
and
deal.
The fact that they're so thin at receiver right now, They're getting reinforcements back there soon from suspension, and then Ayuk in week 5 or 6, they hope. But I think they can. Yeah.
I'm going to add in a live question here on my own because your answer made me think of something else. We've seen them get Kendrick Bourne. We've seen them get Marquez Valdez-Scantling. They just signed Eddie Pinheiro. It's not like the front office is sleeping.
Right.
But does John Lynch need to go out and get a home run hitter?
At the receiver position or tight end position?
Either one. Does he need to go out and grab someone? I'm not saying like Micah Parsons style, but he's got draft picks to work with. I know they've got a salary cap issue, but that's his job, is to do the thing.
Maybe to see how this year goes, but even let's go back a few years ago when they were already a pretty good team, and then they added McCaffrey.
Yeah.
It's whoa.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
So, but I don't know that I would do that yet.
Oh, and Brian Robinson, he grabbed him too. So it's not, he's been far from.
Yeah, he's not sitting around.
No, he ain't sitting around, but it just makes me wonder, do you need to go out and, grab something there? All right, next question.
Are the Bills and the Ravens 2 of the 3 best teams in the league?
Probably should have written that. Are they still? Would you still consider? Obviously, the Bills are going to be in the top 3, but would you still put the all said and done, end of the year? Do you think the Ravens will be a top 3 team?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I agree with you.
I don't know that the Bills will be.
Do you have more confidence in the Ravens being top 3 than the Bills?
I mean, that was a bad loss.
I don't disagree with you.
I just think the Ravens are more complete, and I think I say that, but I like the Derrick Henry Lamar Jackson combo. To me, is better. It is better to me than Cook and Allen. Cook and Allen is great, but I think Henry and Lamar is better.
I think Josh Allen is a better quarterback. I don't want to get into God. I love them both. I love him and Lamar. They're both awesome. I do agree with you. And let's be honest, dude. It took an all-time comeback from Buffalo. Credit to them and discredit to Baltimore.
Yeah.
But also, what are the odds you're getting a Derrick Henry fumble? What are the odds that you're getting a tipped pass into Keon Coleman's hands in the end? A lot of things had to happen, and it was on the road as well.
Baltimore was that close to winning by 15 before the fumble.
True or false, Jason? If the Baltimore Ravens and Buffalo Bills played a baseball-style 7-game series at a neutral site over the next 7 weeks, I'm going to put the over-under on Ravens wins in that series out of 7 at 5.5. Are you taking the over or the under?
Under.
Yeah, 5.
But that could be 5-2. It's still pretty convincing.
I think I would too. I think my number is, I think they would win 5 of the 7.
Yeah.
I think they'd win 5 of the 7. So if the Bills are in your top 3, the Ravens need to be in your top 3, right? All right, we got a break. Well, I got more. I got plenty more. And with Sean Salisbury showing up at around 8:10, we hope we'll lead off with some of these as well, including the Bears, Aaron Rodgers, the Chiefs, the Raiders, and so much more. Sean Salisbury coming up next.
You never know what you might hear when listening to a Sacramento Kings game.
Out of Keegan, going for another triple. Man, is he feeling it. Can he do it? Yes, there's number 11, Keegan Murray. Keegan steps back. He just knocked down his 12th three-pointer, a Kings franchise record. He's got 45 points.
Never miss a moment of Sacramento Kings basketball with Sacktown Sports and the Sacktown Sports app.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
What's going on? We're talking to Chad Hoblet of Hoblet Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram, and Woodland. Chad, tell me what's going on for Chrysler's Drive into Fall sales event.
I had to triple check this because it seems too good to be true. Right now, lease a new 2024 Dodge Hornet RT Plus plug-in for as low as $69 a month for 24 months and $19.95 due at signing.
Wait, isn't that where you usually say taxes and fees are extra?
Not today. You can drive a brand new Dodge Hornet for $69 a month and only $19.95 due at signing. That's it. No surprise fees, taxes, or license. Hence why I had to triple check to make sure this was legit. because it's the best deal I've seen all year.
Better hurry in before they're gone. Search, select, and save through their whole inventory at HoblettDodge.com. Unbeatable prices, unbeatable selection. Nobody beats Hoblet, period.
Lease of $69 for 24 months with $19.95 due at signing after $6,500 SFS hybrid electric federal tax credit and $4,000 SFS lease cash. Must finance through Stellantis. 7,500 miles per year, 30 cents per mile over. 3 at this net savings. Sample VIN A22311. See dealer for details.
I've always believed that golf is more than just a game. It embodies integrity, commitment, and a sense of style. Hi, this is Frank LaRosa, and I'd like to tell you a bit about Naturewood Home Furnishings, a business that shares these same values. With the Procore Championship Professional Golf Tournament happening at the stunning Silverado Resort in Napa, I couldn't help but notice the parallels. Just like the game of golf, Naturewood has built its reputation on integrity, commitment, and timeless style. Looking to bring a unique style into your home? Naturewood offers custom certified designers who can help you craft the perfect look tailored just for you. And while you're enjoying the elegance of the tournament this week, along with Napa's world-class wine and food, be sure to visit Naturewood Home Furnishings. You'll discover pieces with the same sophistication and quality as the game itself. Who knows? You might even find an heirloom that will be passed down for generations. Naturewood Home Furnishings, off Highway 50 at Hazel. Just look for the water wheel.
Staples presents That Was Easy.
Seems like back to school happens earlier each year.
First day of school coming in hot.
And this year, my kids had massive supply lists.
Folders, notebooks, and pens. Oh, the humanity.
But Staples had everything I needed, with some items just 25 cents.
Watch the small print.
No. My back to school budget was saved by Staples Easy Button.
Everything for school, in stock and as low as 25 cents. Staples.
That was easy.
In store, online, and on the app. It's 9/13 while supplies last.
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Your local sports leader in the 916.
KHD1 Sacramento. KYMX HD3 Sacramento.
From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios. Sacktown Sports 1140.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are halfway through the week. Your week. So right now, I need every single listener on their feet. Callers, texters, YouTubers. Make some noise for Sacramento's favorite sports morning show. Carmichael Dave, Jason Ross, and the man behind the glass, Chris Berlon.
What? That didn't make a lot of sense.
No. Who's Christopher Law?
Has somebody checked Scott Freshour's sight? His eyesight? Because that is clearly not Christopher Law.
Oh.
Chris will allegedly return tomorrow.
Maybe.
I can't put my finger on it. I mean, I can. But my blood pressure's been kind of nice this week. It's nothing really calm, smooth week. Nothing's really upset me. I mean, that texter yesterday I said was dumb. That was just fun.
That was Chris.
That was like something Chris would say. Hey, Aaron wants to know, how much time does one man need off for Oasis? It's a great question.
Yeah, fair.
I'm kind of with Chris. I did that. I would take as much time off as possible for Oasis if I could go to all the shows that he's going to. I'm
Mexico
there.
City.
I love how I full stop in all seriousness. I really like Oasis. I do. I've liked them forever because I'm a Beatles honk. But it's so funny how when Oasis first came out, dude, it was like, holy God, these guys are ripping off the Beatles. They're a cute little English band. Okay, fine, that's great. And now it's like they're like these world touring dominant superstar, crazy stadium selling out. Just shows you the power of the Beatles. This is the power of the Beatles. Even a band blatantly ripping off as they would say, blatantly ripping off if you're going to rip a band off,
They sung Yellow Submarine.
Did they?
Yeah.
Which, great. So they sung a top 5 worst Beatles song. Yellow Submarine sucks. Come on.
Oh,
really?
it was fun.
Really?
No, not Yellow Submarine. I meant Octopus's Garden.
Number 4.
Which is awesome.
They did. Of all the songs, they pull a Ringo song.
Yeah, it was fun. They played at the end of one of their own songs. Just like one verse.
I'd like to be.
Paul was there.
Under the sea. Yeah, Paul. I saw the clip. Paul was there, and he was the only guy standing in his section of VIPs, and he was filming the whole thing.
Paul McCartney?
Paul McCartney, yeah. Sir Paul. Sir Paul
He was
McCartney.
at the Rose Bowl?
He was at the Rose Bowl. Rose Bowl
is the best.
Well, he's there in advance of his show later this month in
Palm Springs.
Palm Springs, and just about, where are we here, actually? In less than 3 weeks.
And you'll be attending?
Paul McCartney is playing, actually, to celebrate Media Day with the Sacramento Kings. Paul McCartney is playing a show in Palm Springs that night. Yes, and I'm leaving from Media Day, going down, grabbing my kiddo out of school, and for her 18th birthday, which is October 5th. And we're driving to Palm Springs, watching the show, and driving back.
And then going to Oasis.
Yes. I wonder if anybody from Oasis will be at the Paul McCartney show filming. Liam? Noel? Yeah. Respect.
Yeah.
With a CK. You know, it's not to be a downer, but a guy I'd love to see again that pretty sure is not going to happen is Phil Collins.
Yeah. No, I don't think he's doing anything.
Yeah. Oh, I know he's done.
You've seen him before?
I saw him. Yeah, I saw him with I feel like I've told this story before. I saw him at the Shoreline Amphitheater. Yeah. With Hootie and the Blowfish.
Okay.
And that'd
have been a good show.
That was where I literally bumped into Robin Williams. Like coming around a corner, not a hard bump, but like a brush, enough of a brush passing him to where I turned around. I was like, oh, sorry. And he turned around and goes, no, you're good. And when he turned around, I was like,
and then he ran away.
Then he looked at me but I didn't react because I was in shock, but I brushed Robin. That sounds weird. I brushed Robin Williams, but yes, that's literally a brush with fame.
Mm-hmm.
But man, I went with my buddy Boris, one of my childhood friends. He and I went, and he was so good. And the funniest,
Boris?
No, Phil Collins. Actually, Hootie and the Blowfish pretty good too. I'm not gonna lie. But what we realized as the sun was going down, we were on the lawn and blanket, and we brought one of them blankets so we could just kind of sit and watch the show. And we realized about an hour in, 20 minutes into Phil Collins, that 95% of the people in attendance were couples. And here's me and my buddy. It's like, yeah, we're Phil Collins guys.
Sure.
But then, everyone else is, it's all romantic.
And you were not.
I didn't say that. Phil Collins is a romantic dude. And a
lot of hits.
All hits.
Yeah.
The thing about watching Phil Collins concert is he sings what's the song about the homeless people?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Do you remember? Wait.
Do you? Oh God. No, Another Day in Paradise.
Another Day in Paradise.
And that's a hit. But he sings that and you're like, all right, get back to the other ones.
Yeah.
And that's a
Upbeat.
hit. Right, exactly. But he did sing. He did sing. Unlike Garth Brooks, who did not sing We Shall Be Free, which is my favorite Garth Brooks song. I was very disappointed to this day about that. Phil Collins did sing my favorite Phil Collins song. Do you remember what it is?
Well, let's see. It's not in the air tonight.
It is not. Oh, great
it's
song.
Not Susudio.
Nope, great song. It's a hit, but
Is it with what's his name? Philip Bailey?
It is not, though, amazing. Again, I would say that if you take 100% of Phil Collins fans and put them all in a room, I would say maybe maybe 1 or 2% this would be their favorite song.
Really?
I think. I don't know.
I'm curious. What is it?
Separate Lives. I love that song. It's such a good song.
Who's it with?
Marley, not Marley Matlin. I always think that, but
Okay.
it's well, it might not even be a Marley, but that's what I think. I love that song.
Dan Marley. Dan Marley Matlin.
Dan Marley Matlin Manuel Miranda.
Rights. Right, said Fred.
Right, said Fred. Sinatra. No. Fred Sinatra. Nope.
Savage.
Fred. No, because I can't. What can I do with it? Oh, Fred Savage Garden.
Yes.
Of Eden Prairie, Minnesota. Pop Warner football player.
There it is.
Nailed it.
Who is it?
It is Marilyn Martin.
Ah.
So I always mix that up with Marley Matlin.
Marilyn Manson, Marilyn Martin. Okay. That's your favorite Phil Collins song?
It is. It's just, man.
And he can't sing Another Day in Paradise? Then you want to play that?
Separate Lives. No, it's just the Collins is such a good duet. They go back and forth. Anytime that song comes on, that's one of those songs where, like, I don't care. I'll keep the windows down at the stoplight. I don't even care. You have no right to speak to me so kind. I'm just, let's go.
While you're crying.
Just tears coming down. Against All Odds is a.
Great.
Now we're getting all against. That is on my Mount Rushmore. But
Okay.
again, for me, tons of upbeat songs that are great. But for me, Phil Collins shines the brightest in the ballads.
Okay. That's for you.
Maybe our next guest disagrees as we bring in Sean Salisbury. Sean, I know I'm putting you on the spot, dude. Top of your head, favorite Phil Collins song?
It's got to be. Well, why am I losing? We see this in. What's the number one? Give me. I'm sitting here driving. I just talked about him yesterday.
Oh yeah.
And I swear to you, I don't know how it came up on our morning show, but Phil Collins was the topic of conversation yesterday or the day before. What's his? Give me his number one song we always hear.
It's the one with the drum. What's the one that I could?
It's got a great prelude to it. Maybe that's what we were talking about leading up to it. What
In
is
the
that?
Air Tonight.
Is it In the Air Tonight with the drums? Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. That's his best cut because that the little drum roll and the way it goes. Yeah, there's no doubt.
Most famous drum fill of all time. It's not even close. By the way, I'm not even counting Genesis songs.
Right. He's got a lot
of which there were a ton there.
Absolutely.
We were just talking about the greatness of Phil Collins, Sean.
Well, yeah, Phil Collins. And real quick, I love the songs that lead up to, whether it's a walk up or whether it's a fight, get you fired up or a pumped up song. But AC/DC with
Thunderstruck.
Yeah, I mean, just the lead in.
Yeah.
You're always looking for the. I mean,
yeah.
I love the lead in. You got to have that, and then you got to hit the post if you're like the VJ. If you're the
that's
the
right.
VJ, you got to close out your talk and lead that. Hey, it's AC/DC, 70 degrees in Sacramento. It's a Monday, 49ers victory Monday. AC/DC has it next. We got struck by the thunder. Bam, it kicks in. There you go. Got to hit the post with a little DJ work.
I love that. Sean Salisbury doing it. Go ahead, Jason.
So, Sean, we were talking earlier about concern for the 49ers. We thought they got a great win, certainly Sunday in Seattle, but early word now about Kittle being out at a minimum of 4 weeks. They're already thin at the receiver position, and maybe Brock Purdy. The injuries derailed them last year. How concerned should Niner fans be at the moment about their early season injuries?
Very, and let's not forget, we don't know, the McCaffrey thing. When he's right, the guy's a beast. But, how available is he and how much you got to work him? Going in last week, we're like, well, is he going to play? And then, bam, game time, he goes out and plays, touches it 20-plus times. I'm concerned because, guys, for the first time, we've been doing this a long time, us three together. And I'm concerned for the first time. We saw the injury of who the 49ers are and who they are going to be. Can they overcome? And listen, you guys know, I don't know about banging the table, but I'm a Purdy fan. I am. I think he's a really good player. Now, You can't throw him into a bind like you did at the end of the game there, and he did, throwing the ball to the other team. Yet you look at his numbers and you say, well, damn, the guy just keeps winning, and he got bailed out by a great catch at the end zone by the tight end. But is that guts to give a guy a chance? Or is it, damn, don't, oh, great. You know that when a guy shoots a shot and you're like, no, don't, oh, great shot. It's like, don't throw. Man, what a great throw, what a great catch. So, I listen, anytime you lose a Kittle for an extended amount of time, you're right, the wide receiver group, if it's not injured, has been disgruntled at times in the past. And then the Purdy injury this early, of course it does, because I think more we cringe at the fact that it's kind of like the Astros here. Guys been with 20 injuries and another one last night with Luis Garcia. It's almost like, oh, here we go again. Yet you don't want to have that mentality. So the question is, how good are they in with Brock Purdy for the people who defend him? Perfect opportunity for you to defend him because he keeps winning. Now the question is, the others who some on a national scope don't give him the respect he deserves because he was we're still on he was the last pick of the draft like he's become a bad player. No, the question is, can he, what we ask all our quarterbacks to do, elevate when things aren't good? Meaning not just him, but everybody else. Can you win 3 or 4 in a row with Kittle, McCaffrey misses a half, somebody on defense gets banged up, God forbid, and one of your linemen misses a start and you're banged up. Now what do? We know what everybody's now being compared to. Can you do what Josh Allen does? Can you elevate when you don't have the best receiving class in the league? So I'm concerned about him because I've seen the injury movie with him before, and they weren't able to overcome all of them last year. But I also know that Brock Purdy knows how to win, so there's got to be some credence lent to that as well. And I think going in with the offseason, I think we're walking on eggshells, if that's fair. But you look at the talent and say, when they're right, they can win the West. But they can also win 8 games if they're banged up too much. So this is a great moving year for Brock Purdy, like a Saturday at Augusta, to prove to the world that he can carry him when he's banged up and you got your star tight end and possibly don't know how healthy you're going to be on the perimeter. This is a good test for him.
Sean, take us back into the locker room, if you would. The Niners released Jake Moody yesterday, replacing with Eddie Pinheiro. What is the dynamic that coaches and GMs, we were talking about this yesterday, have to also get through in their decision-making when you've got a kicker who's already kind of on an island from what we understand, listening to athletes in the locker room. But when you've got a kicker that's continually letting the team down, does it get to a point where a GM or coach goes, these guys are actually, it's going to be like Full Metal Jacket when they held dude down and beat him with soap. Like, we got to get this guy out of here for his own good. You had, if I remember, God, I hope I'm right here. If memory serves me correctly, you had Fuad Revez as your kicker.
And John Carney in San Diego. And I held for him too. So I put it this way. I got out of the league. John and I went into, he was at Notre Dame when I was SC, same class. I played 10 years. Was out of the league for 12 years talking on ESPN, and he's still kicking. And I was his holder in San Diego. So the guy's 74 and still knocking him in from 45, right? So listen, I kick a, and in college we had. So I've been lucky, but listen, we talk about them when they miss. It's like offensive linemen when they hold. Yeah. The respect, you don't realize how much you love Adam Vinatieri until you watch some of the other guys in the league and you see him under pressure, right?
Right.
So that's the job. And when you're right, we go in, they're working on their golf swing on the sideline during practice, during training camp. You're like, I want to kill you. Yeah. And that's coming from a quarterback who's not working like the guard or the fullback, but they got a job to do, and you got to swing through it. And we put it on you, and it's a tough job. Nobody wants it other than the kicker, but there's expectations. And when you go out there and you're playing and you still on, and guys are busting their ass, and you get maybe 3-4 chances a game, counting extra points if you're lucky, and field goals, you're expected to make them. And then when it happens once, okay, twice, you start to wonder, regardless of the history of the kicker, 3 times it's a trend. And somebody's going to miss out on the playoffs because of that position this year. And as much as it's a big concern when the guy's gone after one game, so you know that you can't keep letting your team down, but you also can't approach it emotionally as a player. Kickers, they have more answers than a doggone relief pitcher. The good ones are precious. And Moody, sometimes it changes venue, and next thing you know, they've made 25 in a row. But you can't let that cost you. That's got to be an asset, not a detriment. And when the kicker becomes that, and we saw it all over the league this past week. And so history matters. If you're Adam Vinatieri or if you're guys that have knocked them down, Morton Anderson's at the right time. But I can tell you this, early in a season, when you're wondering going in how it turns out, and then it costs you or almost costs you even worse. And in some cities like Cleveland, it costs you a loss. Those guys, the bus usually leaves on a Tuesday after a Sunday game, and you don't want to be on it if you're a kicker. But I do get it, because you know what? And if it takes 5 kickers during a year, then go find 5. You can't let that be the reason. If it is, then you might want to put a fullback in to kick and go straight on like George Blanda. You can't let it happen. You got to take the emotion out of it. They are football players, and we need them, but you also need them to make kicks that don't cost you. And they got out in front of it, because there's going to be 3 other teams that are going to change kickers before the season's over, and we all know that.
Sean, over the years, we've heard coaches or general managers, announcers, whoever might say, the guys don't need to like each other. They're out there competing. They just need to be on the same page. But kind of with that said, I'm asking that, or setting that up for a guy like McCarthy the other night, the Vikings QB, who was struggling, understandably, first game as a pro, but then, turns around in the second half, and everything you heard afterwards is just how much that team loves him, the stuff he said that was right. What's the value in a quarterback, I guess, even being liked by the teammates? Yeah, listen, it's easy for us to say you don't want to be liked, but everybody wants to be liked. Now, if you said you got to choose one from a teammate, they're your buddy, or they're going to tell you the truth and respect you, and you'll gain their respect. Which one are you going farther with? You're going farther with the respect. But come on, man. There's nothing more miserable than walking into a quarterback room and disliking or despising the dude sitting next to you. It literally takes focus away. Imagine you got divorced, you had a girlfriend, it didn't work out, you tried to be friends, but you just couldn't because it was always bickering. And then all of a sudden she's at your house watching your nighttime shows with you 2 hours a night. You're like, oh gosh, the show just got miserable, right? Mm-hmm. So you don't want to, or she's feeling the same way about you. You don't want that. Of course you want harmony in your locker room, but it does start with respect. But if you got both, you're on to something. Leadership's not popular. There's no age limit or age requirement on leadership. And this ought to tell you something about how they felt. Think about what Kevin O'Connell and the Vikings did. He's had quarterbacks he's taken care of and turned into great players. They had a Pro Bowl guy who's in Seattle now, who cost him $30 million, or would have cost him 30, 35. Had 14 wins last year and looked like he was back to being the Sam Darnold we all thought he'd be. They let him walk without even making an effort. And the guy you got waiting is a guy who is a winner, rightfully so. Didn't throw the ball a lot in college, but you drafted him high, coming off where he's still a rookie, basically, because he didn't play a snap last year. And you put all your trust in on a 14-win team that a rookie was going to take over and not just win, but lead and grab people and make them better. That ought to show you the commitment. And they didn't go out and try for anybody. Not Aaron Rodgers, nobody. It was him or bust. And after a guy throws for 30-plus touchdowns and has a hell of a year in Darnold, that ought to tell you, number one. And then here's a guy, and here's why he's going to be really good. One is he doesn't need to throw for 400 yards to beat you. Two is he doesn't lose. He didn't lose much at IMG. He lost one game as a starter in college, and I do believe it's contagious. And I do believe there's something to guys who just are used to winning, no matter where they go, and used to losing. And right off the bat, struggle statistically was accurate. They protected him, meaning run the ball, get him on the edge some. And what's he do? Instead of talking it, he took care of his business when it would have been easy to say, yeah, this is his first start. It's okay to go in Chicago. The hall pass. No, he didn't want a hall pass. Leads them on 3 drives. They go score and win. That is how you gain respect. And real quick, Dan Fouts told me years ago, the game before I played a game, his broadcast, I said, Dan, define leadership for me. I was getting ready to start the next day. He was on a broadcast team. He said, Sean, here's what leadership is. Stand down the gun barrel. You're going to take a shot in the helmet right to the mouth and deliver the football so those guys up front know you got them. And it's not, he said, that'll sustain you far more than a 400-yard passing game. McCarthy's got that in him. J.J. McCarthy's going to be a hell of a player. We saw 2 talented, different type of guys, but really good football players. McCarthy's got what every coach is looking for. Coachable, winner,
and elevates the room, not just himself. Minnesota's in good shape. It was a hell of a win.
Speaking of a guy who elevates the room and not just himself, Sean Salisbury joining us each and every Tuesday or Wednesday, schedule permitting, and we always appreciate that. We know how busy you are, brother. Enjoy your week, too. Always awesome having you pump up our show.
Always great to be on with you guys. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you. That's Sean Salisbury. We'll take a break. When we return, 3 down territory. I'm sorry. 4 down.
We're going for it.
We're going for it. Yeah, we've got our own Tank Bigsby. We're gonna get through 3 yards in a cloud of dust coming up next.
The Allen Styles Show.
The Athletics taking on Minnesota. All I know is that the state fair in Minnesota was so big. All I know is I saw fried butter. Has anybody ever had fried butter?
You've had fried Oreos and Twinkies. That's crazy.
Different. No, that's not different. And it was a Snickers.
That's still crazier than just butter.
No, it's not.
You can listen to the Allen Styles Show Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. on 1140 a.m., YouTube, and the Sacktown Sports app.
Jason Ross here to tell you again about Gonzalez Law. Jonathan Gonzalez is the lead there. He's the lawyer, and his offices is right here in downtown Sacramento. It's important to be local, to have a connection, to know what people in Sacramento are feeling and knowing and what they're desiring. And a lot of people need some representation. Why? Well, you just don't know why you might need it. Maybe you've been in a car accident. Maybe you've had a wrongful termination case. Maybe criminal defense. I mean, there's lots of different things. A lot of people, though, have reached out to Jonathan about expungement, something he specialized in, trying to get your rights back, or maybe something's keeping you from your past that you did a long time ago that you just can't quite escape, that you'd like removed from your record, or just have not people even associate that with you. Well, how about an expungement? He can help with that. He has done that. He has specialized in that, and a lot of people have gone through him to make that happen. You can go to saclegaldefense.com to learn more. The number is 916-304-9187. And I just, again, want to emphasize how he's local. That's a number you'll reach him and the team. And you look at stuff that a lot of lawyers you'll see on TV, and it's like, oh, they seem interesting, but that's a national name, and you'll never get that person. So someone here, someone that's in our community, and someone that's willing to help. It's Gonzalez Law, saclegaldefense.com, 916-304-9187.
At Valley Strong Credit Union, we know that local businesses are the backbone of the Central Valley, investing in our neighborhoods, boosting the economy, making the Valley stronger. But when it comes to their finances, where can they turn? A big bank that just sees another number? That's not good enough. Valley businesses deserve Valley support for payroll, credit, cash flow, and everything in between. Valley Business is Valley Strong. Learn how our cash management services can support your business at valleystrong.com.
Fall is coming, and Sacramento River Cats baseball has you covered. On Friday, September 19th, the first 2,500 fans at Sutter Health Park will score a free San Francisco Giants puffer vest, your last chance at a giveaway this season. Grab your tickets at rivercats.com.
With football in the air, fall is almost here. Time to start thinking about the cooler weather ahead and whether your heater will be able to get you through the winter. Our heater fell apart last winter, so who did we call? Lee's Air Plumbing and Heating. We wanted somebody we could trust to do the job right and deliver great value, and Lee's came through. Check them out at leesair.com. Lee's Air Plumbing and Heating has built a reputation as the leading HVAC company in Sacramento. We've got a new HVAC system that works great, saves us money month to month. Find out how they can help you at leesair.com. License number 635355.
Listen to the 49er Rewind daily, brought to you by Mountain Mike's Pizza, the official pizza of the 49ers. Mountain Mike's Pizza, pizza the way it ought to be. Get ready for a night out with Jordan Davis. Country in the Part 2 this Saturday at Cal Expo. Along with special guests Mitchell Tenpenny, Locash, Vincent Mason, and Averyana. Make it a family day out with food trucks, games, dancing, and more. This Saturday at Cal Expo with Proactive Pest Control, Fasteners Inc. Tool Outlet, and Red's Pizzeria and Tap House. Tickets at CITPFest.com.
If your passion is bass fishing, only one radio show has the action, information, and excitement of your favorite outdoor sport. Ultimate Bass, hosted by Tournament Bass Pro and California Outdoor Hall of Famer Kent Brown, takes you live to where the fish are biting every Saturday morning. Only Ultimate Bass feeds your passion with the latest news, products, tips, and advice from the pros. Ultimate Bass with Kent Brown, Saturday mornings at 5 a.m. on Sacktown Sports 1140, part of SEP's Saturday Morning Outdoors.
Hello, Sacramento. I'm Emran Pilati, owner of True Sports Cards and Collectible Store here in Rockland, California, and the host of the True Sports Cards Show that airs right here on SacTown Sports 1140 every Saturday from 10 to 11 a.m., where we discuss the latest trends, hottest products, and deliver exclusive interviews with other industry leaders. And don't forget to visit our shop, True Sports Cards, at 6661 Stanford Ranch Road in Rockland and see what we have for all your sports card and memorabilia needs.
Go ahead.
Only place in the morning to get your sports fix.
Live and vocal.
The Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
That's the whole show. We just do that.
Sounds like one of our phone calls.
I'm glad you brought that up. You made me laugh yesterday when we got off the phone for reasons that I'll make apparent, but you weren't trying. So, again, when Jason and I talk on the phone, we're still on the show. And, we do bits and Mount Rushmores, and some of them might have different topics that we might not bring on the air, but
yeah.
But we have this. So when I see Jason's caller ID pop up, the bit we always do is I answer the phone, and it's always like it's a play off of our mouth being full, like in the Aaron Burr commercial, which is not how the joke started. And I go, oh, and then Jason goes, oh, and then for like literally, like in the wild, for like 20 seconds, we just trade, oh, and then somebody breaks the mold and starts the conversation. So you made me laugh, and I don't know if you do this, but like, so the whole conversations, 99% of the time when we're talking, unless it's about something super serious, we're screwing around. We're getting our points out, but we're just messing around and laughing, right? But 100% of the time, whenever we get off the phone, so imagine like we're having this conversation like, hello, and then I go, all right, let's say, for example, I do the out and I go, all right, I'll see you tomorrow. And then you always go, okay, all right, talk to you later. You have a very,
really?
Every time. So now you're going to notice it the next time. You always go from the bit. And then whenever we wrap up the call, it's like, all right, okay, talk to you later. Yeah. It's a very business like, all right, see you in the morning.
I did not know
you
that.
did not watch.
Yeah, now I do.
Now next next time. Oh, hey, Sean wanted to follow up. Shook Me All Night Long by AC/DC is what he was referencing. Yeah. So, anyways, by the way, Caleb Williams in his last 12 games has thrown 12 touchdowns and 1 interception. 12 touchdowns and 1 interception in his last 12 games. He's 1-11.
Okay, good.
All right, talk to you later. For that territory right now, please. Question 1, first down, whatever it is.
You guys.
What do you mean, you guys?
You have shown a good amount of love to the Raiders.
Yeah.
How much of that love should include their new offensive coordinator, Chip Kelly?
Chip. Tons of it. For me, beyond the players, it's a triumvirate of credit. It's Jonathan Spytek. Okay, what is his name? Their GM. Because I can't. Is it David Spytek? No, I think it's John Spytek. Let's see. Raiders GM. John Spytek. Okay, it's John Spytek.
Call him Jonathan.
For putting it all together, for hiring Pete Carroll, and then hiring Chip Kelly. It's a great battery they got right there. Chip Kelly deserves a ton of the credit. Just like, look, offensive coordinators, dude, are a big flipping deal. My Florida State Seminoles beat Alabama. Big reason we beat Alabama, Gus Malzahn is our offensive coordinator. Dude is a stud. They don't always translate into good head coaches, and I think maybe the best example of all time is Norv Turner, who was an average to below average head coach, but a stud of a coordinator. Who was, who was the USC offensive coordinator? Norm Chow, thank you. Another Vic Fangio on the defensive side. There's a lot of coordinators that just don't. Buddy Ryan, great one. But in this case, to have a guy like Chip Kelly as your offensive coordinator, you're doing just fine.
Yeah, it just feels like Chip. I saw him coach it might have been 6 years. Wasn't that long at UCLA? And I think he was about 500. He had the run with the Niners. That was one season and done. Philly before that was actually more successful than people think. Great at Oregon. And then last year, the offensive coordinator at Ohio State won a national championship.
Right.
So I think he's a really good football mind. And yeah, maybe, I don't want to say he can't be a head coach.
Right.
But I think it's nice having Chip Kelly there as someone that's been a head coach in a lot of different programs, has been in college successful as a head coach or an offensive coordinator now with the Raiders calling plays. I think it's just another good hire.
Danny in Chula Vista on the YouTube chat says Norv Turner is another good example.
Yeah.
Yes. Also, Norm Chow.
Oh, that's another good
It's a good one.
Yeah. Maybe defensively.
Buddy Ryan.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And Vic Fangio.
That's a very Vic Fangio.
Yeah.
That's a great pull, Jason. Second down.
With Kittle going on the IR,
George
Kittle,
all right.
the George Kittle. Pick a player not named McCaffrey or Pearsall that you expect to step up.
Not McCaffrey, not Pearson.
Well, if they do what I want to do, which is put McCaffrey in the slot a little bit more. Ooh, no-handed drinking. Jason Ross, well done. I'm going to say Brian Robinson.
Okay.
But that's probably not the answer. So then I will say Kendrick Bourne. Interesting fun fact about Kendrick Bourne. Kendrick Bourne's career year, Jason Ross, came back in. It was a few years back with the Patriots. As a matter of fact, remember he spent 4 years with the Niners. Excuse me. Yes, I saw SF and went Giants. In 2021, Kendrick Bourne had 55 catches for 800 yards and 5 touchdowns, all career highs. Anyone want to guess as to who his quarterback was?
Mac Jones.
Mac Jones. So I'm just going to put it together and say if Matt Barrows if his guess is right, he didn't guarantee Purdy wouldn't start, but he said he's leaning towards Purdy not starting this Sunday. Mac Jones goes in there. I'm just going to. It seems like a good fit for me. I'm going to say, well, Kendrick Bourne might be a pleasant surprise coming in off the street and getting some catches for this team.
Well, while Kittle's out too, and then while we wait on Ayuk, and assuming everyone else kind of sticks around, maybe Demarcus Robinson once he clears his suspension. I mean, that's a guy they brought in that's been a pretty good receiver at other teams, so that'll be my guy.
Third down.
There's been a significant uptick in kickoff returns in the NFL after 1 week. Do you like the new changes and new opportunities for returns?
So far, I do. So far in week 1, I do. I like that the new strategy now is try to kick it to the goal line, right on the goal line. I again, very, very small sample size, but it feels like if you just take week 1 into account that they've done a good job in marrying player safety and certain things that they do and prevent to try to make it as safe as you possibly can be with, 220-pound Adonises running at you at 4.5 speed while you're running full speed the other way. And also, we've seen some cool returns. We've seen some of that. It's a little more exciting. So the bar was low because last year sucked.
Yeah.
But I think it's better.
I remember when this was first being discussed, and I thought, well, I literally could not imagine a scenario how they could marry those two things.
Yeah.
Because kickoffs were too dangerous. Kickoff returns are very exciting. What they were proposing early, it's like, well, why are we even kicking off? Just put the ball at the 20 or 25 or 30, pick a yard line if you're worried about safety. Well, we want returns. Well, the way you have both is the way we used to do it. Well, they found it. It kind of that proverbial threading the needle is difficult to do, but they did a good job of. They say injuries are down on kick returns. It's been a week of this, but they don't hit each other as fast. They're not running 50 yards downfield on that. So Yeah, I think they've done a great job with that. It's good for the NFL.
Fourth down.
Third down.
That too.
The NFL fined and suspended Jalen Carter for the spit in the Thursday Night Football opener. The league said that missing that game will serve as a suspension. You good with that?
You know what's funny about this question? Is it like, where was it? At and 3 for Madness. Almost verbatim, that was my question 3. But then I read down, so we almost said that twice. I'm good with it. Look, they made a big deal, a big stink in the offseason about how the greatest threat to the NFL shield was lack of sportsmanship getting out of control. And there's going to be leeways for celebrations and different things. But spitting on an opponent is definitely in the no-no zone when it comes to sportsmanship, especially now in the NFL. Look, the dude missed the opening game at home after they won a Super Bowl, didn't play it down. He got fined his game check, which is like $57,000 or something. And they almost lost. They could have lost the game. I think it was stupid, idiotic, dumb, letting your teammates down. You showed your ass on national TV. Also, he didn't haul off and boot Dak Prescott in the cojones. He didn't try to break. He wasn't Vontaze Burficting out there. Let's not make it out like, Jalen Carter took a swing at the dude. It's gross. He shouldn't have done it. I'm fine with the play. 60 grand and you got suspended a game, basically. I'm fine with it.
Yeah, the fine's fine to me, but the game already served. Yeah, he missed the whole game.
Yeah.
So, to have him miss another one?
Yeah.
I don't think he's going to do it again.
That to me is too much. Yeah. And then if he does do it again, peace out.
Yeah.
You're gone for a couple.
Yeah.
All right. We'll take a break.
Okay.
When we come
What's
back.
next?
Hey, you know what? I'll tell you this much. A lot of pressure today. Let's go streaking. If you put your streak, Chris's streak, and my streak together to make a word, it would be ooh.
They're not booing.
They're not booing. They're oohing. Also, what's hot, what's not. We have more NFL questions and probably the best sound clip you're going to hear all day from all places, golfer Terrell Hatton. Yeah, you got to trust me on this one.
Okay.
I just
got to trust.
You got to trust me on this one. I won't let you down. And it's good to trust, whether it's me or whether it's an HVAC company that's been serving the greater Sacramento area since 1981. 1981. That's before the iPhone. That's before that stupid ET game came out that screwed Atari. Yeah, that ET game. Like, I saw a documentary on that the other day. That ET game, which, by the way, I played and it wasn't that bad. It wasn't good, but it wasn't that bad. It almost bankrupted. Well, it pretty much did bankrupt Atari. And then we didn't have, like, video game systems forever. So the old PlayStation and Nintendo. Well, Nintendo PlayStation. Anyway, I digress. It's been a mild summer. Have you gone outside this morning? No, I understand it'll be warmer, but my goodness, it sure feels fallish out there. It is beautiful. We got cloud cover, is 65 degrees. Now it's going to get up to 80. That's a little too warm for me. We're almost there. But it's been a mild summer, and summer's coming to an end. Fall is on the horizon. So you got other HVAC companies trying to make up that shortage by charging you sky-high prices. Let American Energy come in and submarine those folks by giving you a bid on the same problem. You may find that you might need less work done. You have nothing to lose. It's free by having American Energy come out and take a look at whatever you're taking a looked at. That makes a ton of sense. Plus, it's a company that's been serving the greater Sacramento area since 1981, A+ Better Business Bureau. 916-520-9990. That's 916-520-9990. AmericanEnergyAir.com. American Energy, making the uncomfortable comfortable. When we come back, what's hot, what's not, the best soundbite you'll hear all day next.
Stay up to date on Sacramento sports. Join the Sacktown Sports 1140 newsletter. Visit SacktownSports.com.
More fiber and laxatives, eh?
Who are you?
I'm future you. Future me? Constipation with belly pain still coming back? Our doctor figured it out. It's irritable bowel syndrome with constipation, or IBS-C, and Linzess could help you get ahead of it.
Linzess linaclotide is a prescription medicine that treats IBS-C in adults. It's not a laxative. It's a once-daily pill that helps you get ahead of your symptoms. It's proven to help you have more frequent and complete bowel movements and helps relieve overall abdominal symptoms, belly pain, discomfort, and bloating. These symptoms were studied in combination, not individually. Do not give Linzess to children less than 2. It may harm them. Do not take Linzess if you have a bowel blockage. Get immediate help if you develop unusual or severe stomach pain, especially with bloody or black stools. The most common side effect is diarrhea, sometimes severe. If it's severe, stop taking Linzess and call your doctor right away. Other side effects include gas, stomach area pain, and swelling. Talk to your doctor and say yes to Linzess. Learn more at linzess.com or call 1-800-LINZESS.
If you're 55 or older and into that whole saving money thing, T-Mobile has an exclusive phone and internet bundle just for you. Right now, get 2 unlimited phone lines plus 5G home internet for just $30 each per month with autopay, plus taxes and fees. And with 5G home internet, setup is easy with just 1 cord and no technician needed, which is great if you're also into that whole keeping it simple thing. Switch now and experience the best mobile network in the U.S. Visit your local store to start saving. T-Mobile, it's better over here. Based on analysis by Ookla of speed test intelligence data Q4 2024 to Q1 2025. Ookla trademarks used under license. Unlimited on our network. Customers on voice plan may notice speeds lower than other customers and further reduction if using more than 50 gigs a month due to data prioritization. Video streams and SD on this plan. Home internet pricing after $20 a monthly bill credit plus $5 per line without autopay. Debit or bank account required. See 5G device coverage and access details at T-Mobile.com.
Truck Month is on at Elk Grove Chevy with 9,000 savings off MSRP. Every new 2025 Silverado 1500 diesel and 6.2 liter in stock after all rebates. And Elk Grove Chevy has one of the largest selections in the Sacramento area. 9,000 off new Silverado exclusively at the Elk Grove Chevy Silverado Supercenter. Now that's big, huge. See them all at megachevy.com. Together, let's drive.
Includes 1,000 consumer cash and GM bonus cash. 1,000 Chevy trade assist. Must trade in 2011 Chevy car or truck. Not available with special finance and leasing. Some of the represents 9/30/25.
Great deal at Meda.
Get ready for a night out with Jordan Davis. Country in the Park 2 this Saturday at Cal Expo. Along with special guests Mitchell Tenpenny, Low Cash, Vincent Mason, and Abriana. Make it a family day out with food trucks, games, dancing, and more. This Saturday at Cal Expo with Proactive Pest Control, Fasteners Inc. Tool Outlet, and Red's Pizzeria and Tap House. Tickets at CITPFest.com.
With 25 award-winning years in Northern California, Ashton & Price is your local injury law firm. Pro attorney tip: if a firm presents as local but they're in LA, red flag. If your first consultation is not with a lawyer, big red flag. At Ashton & Price, your first consult is with a local attorney, and if serious injury prevents travel, a lawyer will come to you. Still not enough? George Washington's my uncle. At Ashton & Price, no red flags, just red, white, and blue.
Remember, for the best advice, don't think twice. Call Ashton & Price.
Need cash fast? Tap into the value of your home with a home equity line of credit from Valley Strong Credit Union. Whether it's for home improvements, debt consolidation, or that dream vacation, you can get your cash offer in minutes. That's right, just minutes to unlock the power of your home's equity with no hard credit pull to see how much cash you can get. No stress, no waiting, just smart local banking that puts you first. Grow your possibilities with Valley Strong Credit Union. Visit valleystrong.com to get started today.
What's hot and what's not? Brought to you by American Energy Heat and Air, making the uncomfortable comfortable. Head to AmericanEnergyAir.com to find out more.
What's hot?
Yeah, hot. Real hot. And what's not?
It's not good. Brought to you by American Energy Heating and Air, Sacramento's complete heating and cooling company, and second opinion partner.
Who is hot? I'm like 5 minutes away from getting like one of them clown horns. I'm every stereotype of a morning guy. Who's hot? Please.
Who's hot?
Yeah.
Juan Soto is hot.
Juan Soto.
He hit 30 home runs and 30 stolen bases yesterday.
In one day?
In one day?
Yeah, he did it. He did really well.
30 stolen bases yesterday?
That's a lot.
Has to be. Is that a record?
No. Ricky Henderson probably at 31. Well, then who's not?
Mike McDaniel.
No. Well, I mean, looks shouldn't matter, but go ahead.
Well, this actually has to do with looks, probably.
Oh, it's a bad look.
Rex Ryan went on TV and called him Nerd Boy.
Oh, no.
And he's been on the hot seat for a while now in Miami.
Nerd Boy. Wow. Rex Ryan always seems to toe the line. He likes toes. Let's go get a gosh dang snack. Come on, Rex. Yeah, relax. You know, I mean, let's not get on the guy. Yes, Mike McDaniel does not look like a typical football guy. But that'd be like when Rex was with the Jets and be like, Fatty doesn't have it. Like, what are we doing?
He also called him McGenius.
Oh, well, that's nice.
Right before he called him Nerd Boy.
Oh, well. Yeah, you know who they used to call Nerd Boy? Steve Jobs. And he's one of the great innovators ever.
I think it's Jobs.
Jobs, like yogging. Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi. According to the Toronto Star, when he was a free agent after the Toronto Raptors won the NBA championship, amongst Uncle Dennis's, I'm just going to say it's Uncle Dennis, amongst their demands for the Toronto Raptors and GM Masai Ujiri at the time, a trade for Paul George, which he obviously took with him to the Clippers, an extra $10 million in sponsorship income, bluntly stating, quote, we don't want to do anything. Partial ownership of the Toronto Maple Leafs and ownership stakes in other companies affiliated with MLSE, the parent company of the Raptors. See, again, as the person texted earlier, I'm all for Steve Ballmer getting punished if he did something wrong. I'm all for Uncle Dennis being banned. But, dude, if Kawhi Leonard doesn't, like he's coming out like any one of those like corrupt athletes and blue chips with Nick Nolte, one of them's. What was the one with James Caan? Oh, the program, right?
Yeah.
Like everything that's wrong. Like, bro, I'm all for everybody getting whatever they can get.
Yeah.
But like, you don't need to break the rules. You're making a ton of money. Like, what are we doing here? And it's just blatant.
Do better, Kawhi.
I wish I knew how to make baskets and hoops and was like 6'9" and world-class athlete.
Then what?
I'd have a lot of free stuff, man. Shoes.
Would that be the best part?
No, the $1 million would be.
Really?
The best part. Well, and, the playing professional sports and working half the year and
having people like us talk about you.
Yeah, that'd be amazing. I wonder how I'd feel about the media if I was a pro athlete. If I'd be all pro media, like, hey, everybody. And they'd be like, wow, he's a really good interview. Oh, you know what I would probably be? No, I know exactly what I would be. I would be the athlete that when people would love to interview because I would say the dumbest stuff. I would just be like, so what were you thinking late in the fourth quarter? I had to poop. What? Be one of them.
Refreshingly honest.
Yeah, so he's not a soundbite. And then I get myself in trouble within a year and be out of the league for some reason. That, but hey, we had fun.
I had to poop.
I really had to poop. Couldn't go to overtime.
Had to end it there. That's why I went for it. It's my call.
It was 100% my call. And I was just happy if it was football, I'd be taking the Browns to the Super Bowl right now. Let's go streak.
It's time to go streaking.
I had to go streak.
The Nostradamus of MLB. Who can keep the streak going? It's time to go streaking.
What the hell are you doing?
Streaking. What? I'm sorry. I just got on our YouTube chat line because this is so stupid. It's so stupid that it appeals to me. From one of our texters, Peg. Every time you say Uncle Dennis, I hear it to the tempo and delivery of that Falco song. Uncle Dennis, Uncle Dennis. Uncle Dennis, Uncle Dennis. Every time I say Uncle Dennis now, I'm going to think of Falco and Rock Me Amadeus. Rock me, Uncle Dennis. Falco no longer with us. Yeah, he passed. And as Jim Rome famously stated after he said Falco died, I didn't even know Falco was sick. Jim Rome on his very own show right here on Sacktown Sports.
He paused.
He's still paused. Clones. Falco are with us. By the way, Falco, here's one for you. Falco had two smash hits. Now, obviously, Rock Me Amadeus was the big smash hit, but he had another one that I want to say went number one, at least internationally, but I think it did pretty well here. What?
What was it called?
What was the name of the song? Vienna Calling.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you remember Vienna Calling, right? Yeah. I had that cassette.
Vienna Calling.
And then he'd do some German thing that I didn't understand, or Austrian. I don't know what the hell was Falco? Never been another Falco.
Atlanta Falco.
You know, I apologize for the nerds out there. I've seen one other Falco in my life.
Edie?
Two other Falcos in my life on Mount Falcomore. There's Falco. There's Edie Falco. Here we go. Nerding out right now. Star Fox's wingman. He had three wingmen in Star Fox 64. One of them was Falco. The other one was Slippy, and I think the other one was Slappy. Slippy was 100% one of his wingmen. And Falco had a bad attitude. He was just always like, yeah, I'm still here, dude, whatever. He'd always say something at the end of the mission that was snarky and stupid.
And Slippy and Slappy.
Yeah, and Slippy and what was the third? Anyway, someone will tell me what. Guarantee you someone will tell me what the third wingman was for Star Fox. Go ahead, Jason.
All right. Well, you said our streak would say, ooh, you're at 0. I'm at 0. Chris is at 0. Anthony was actually at 1. He played the other day, had a hit. He played yesterday. He took Aaron Judge.
Oh, he did.
Aaron Judge homered. So Anthony's now at 2.
Wow, look at leading the league.
So Dave, you're at 0, trying to get to 1, and yesterday your selection was your warm security blanket, Hunter Goodman. I was looking at that game and oh man, he's 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts, but he got one more plate appearance, and he homered. Hunter Goodman always prevails for you.
Wrapping myself up in my Hunter Goodman blanket.
So you have a hitting streak of 1.
Hunter Goodman, my new favorite this year. He is my new favorite non-Giant.
I think every time you've picked him, he's been rewarded.
He is the anti-Luis Arias.
Yeah.
He really is.
I took Alex Bregman of the Red Sox, and he got up 4 times in the game at Sutter Health Park, and he got 1 hit. So I'm at 1, and Chris took Jackson Holiday. Holiday got up 4 times, and how did he do?
That was some premature holidation.
That was a
Sorry, you saying Holiday made me feel like that was the time.
It was a quick pitch.
Give me Bobby Witt, please.
Oh, you're comfortable with him being maybe back?
Oh no, you're right, huh? Give me Aaron Judge. Thank you, Jason. Way to look out for me.
Yeah. I like to do this since I'm going to the game today. I'm going to pick Jacob Wilson, the guy who let me down.
He did.
But I'm
ended your streak.
But we're at 1.
Wow.
We can do this. I'm going to be there in person.
You've been living separate lives with him.
He'll get like 4 hits today.
Back together.
Anthony.
I am going to pick Nick Kurtz.
Didn't pause enough there.
Yeah, I don't think Chris has sent his in yet.
Okay. Well, we'll update that later for the fans waiting.
Yes.
As we go to break, this is going to make your day.
I better.
So we have Falco, Edie Falco.
Yeah.
Okay. We have Falco from Star Fox 64, which, by the way, Peppy. It's Slippy, Peppy, and Falco. Thank you to
Slippy, Peppy. Wah, wah.
Thank you to Raul and the 707 for that. We have a 4th member of Mount Falcomore, and this is a legitimate member of Mount Falcomore. I'll give you a hint. Keanu Reeves.
That's not helping me.
Shane Falco.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, right? And you know who submitted that, Jason? This is why it's going to make your day. Ex Sports 1140 KHTK staff member Rich Ripley.
Really?
Shout out, Rich.
Wow. What's up, Rich?
What's up, Rich? Been a while.
Yeah.
That's good. still contributing after all these years. We'll take a break. When we come, I just thought of something. When we come back, we'll reset today's top stories and have the best quote you're going to hear all day long. We'll do that next.
The Drive Guys.
I think I have that right, Jay. Yeah, boy, I see you over there crooning. R&B album coming soon, huh? Mr. Gleason. I have too much respect for the genre. Dub G. To tarnish it with my own efforts. No. You play a part in it. Yeah.
You can listen to The Drive Guys Monday through Friday from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. on 1140 a.m., YouTube, and the Sacktown Sports app.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
I'm Ken Korak with your Green and Gold Report, brought to you by Xfinity. Introducing the 5-year price guarantee. One internet price, 5 years guaranteed. Well, the A's will open the season next year on March 26th in Toronto, and the full slate of games that day will mark the earliest traditional opening day in Major League history. Now, as far as the Dodgers coming to West Sacramento for the first time, that series will begin on June 29th.
Welcome to Dugout Radio, the undisputed home of Boomtown Baseball.
The Wi-Fi is booming with Xfinity, baby. Our next caller is
Stacy. How do you stay locked in on every pitch and play?
We stream it all live on Xfinity Internet with low lag, 99.99% network reliability, and speeds faster than a base runner beating the throw to home plate.
I stream on my TV, tablets, even my smart fridge.
Smart fridge?
With all those games, we gotta refuel.
Stream live baseball with Wi-Fi built for the biggest moments. Xfinity. Restrictions apply. Actual speeds vary, not guaranteed.
What's up? We're talking to Chad Hoblet of Hoblet Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram, and Woodland. Chad, what's happening for Chrysler's Drive into Fall sales event?
Just like falling leaves, prices are falling at Hoblet. Right now, you can save up to $14,000 off MSRP on new Ram 1500 crew cabs. That's $14,000 off Motor Trend's 2025 Truck of the Year. Plus, with nearly 500 Rams available, whatever truck you need, Hoblet has it.
Well, that's got to be some of the best savings of the year on Rams, but what if I'm looking for something different?
You need to check out the Hoblet Certified Pre-Owned Supercenter with nearly 200 vehicles available and 55 under $20,000.
Experience the Hoblet difference. Search, select, and save through their whole inventory at HobletDodge.com. Unbeatable prices, unbeatable selection. Nobody beats Hoblet, period.
14,000 total net savings on select new Ram 1500 Bighorns after 8162 factory rebates and 5838 dealer discount. Rebates include 5816, get 10% below MSRP, 2000 SFS bonus cash, must finance with Stellantis, 500 on the job upfit, must show eligible upfit. 3 this net savings, sample VIN 772979. See dealer for details.
KHD 1 Sacramento, KYMX HD3 Sacramento.
From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios, Sacktown Sports 1140. The Carmichael Dave Show.
He's on the microphone when he's not on the microphone. He's playing a song, and when he's not playing a song, he's on the microphone, and then boom.
With Jason Ross.
No, he didn't. Yes, he did.
Call or text at 916-339-1140.
It's the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross on Sacktown Sports.
Jason.
Yeah.
On a scale of 0 to 100%, 100 being I guarantee it, 0 being no chance, where would you, if you were in Vegas, rate the odds of me pulling the segment off correctly?
83.
Wow, I'm at 28, so
don't tank.
This I'm 100% sure he's not swearing in German, but you don't know.
I'm 28%.
By the way, number 3 in Austria, number 4 in West Germany, Number 6 in Ireland. Just saying.
Yeah.
1-800-920-1140. We got a nice giveaway for you coming up in this segment, by the way. Hey, are you hungry now? Are you going to be hungry in the future?
Yeah.
We got you covered. Hey, you know what's a good pizza? Mountain Mike's. Not the first time they've been a sponsor of this station. I've endorsed them. Guess what? We got a $50 gift card for you for Mountain Mike's Pizza. Don't call. We're going to make you earn it here in a few minutes. We'll let you know how, but just stay tuned. $50 in Mountain Mike's, dude.
Awesome.
That's easily. That's like 2 of their specialty pizzas and whatever. Oh my God, that's a whole football Sunday.
Yeah.
Do you have any extras, Landon? Ali, good morning.
How you guys doing?
Good. How are you?
Carmichael Dave, Jason Ross.
Hi.
So I called you guys show Friday. I know like we talked about, you had a soft spot for the Bills.
Yeah.
And I appreciate that again. Long time, 35 years, suffered a lot, tortured a lot, being part of the Bills Mafia. And we've been knocking on their door last few years, but that game, man, I'm telling you, it was I ran out of fingernails to bite. I almost tapped into my toe. It was so nerve-wracking. But I was telling my daughter the whole time, I was like, we just need a couple stops. Just a couple stops, and our defense stepped up big in the third, fourth quarter a little bit, got some stops because the Ravens couldn't stop our offense also. So, but it was a great game, great comeback. A win's a win. I'll take it. My brother's a Niner fan. We booked our hotel already in Levi Stadium around there for that week. Even if the Bills make it or not, that Super Bowl fan fest should be a fun one. But
that's great.
I appreciate you guys' show.
I hope. And let me ask you this, Ellie. How would you like a pair of Super Bowl tickets if the Bills make it?
That'd be amazing.
I would like some too. So I'm saying I'm with him.
Teasing him.
No, I'm saying I would actually, if the Bills were in there or the Niners, I would go.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So I would go and I would come.
Dave.
Yeah.
Sorry. If you come with me, Bills and Niners Super Bowl, you got to jump and break a table, do all that. Get sprayed by ketchup and mustard by Pinto Ron. You got to experience all that. Part of the Bills Mafia.
You mean like a typical Friday at my house? Right?
Do you have to throw something on the field?
I just see it flying through the air. That perfect spiral. It's actually
one time
funnier
you
if
throw a
it's
spiral.
flying.
I got it. I know how to throw a spiral now.
Can you imagine if Buffalo had a WNBA team? Oh, that would be like the worst combo of all, because they're the ones that started it.
Yeah,
the Bills are the ones that started that whole thing. They're the initial, That's 100% right. We already have the team name. The Bills. And then something else. All right. I got to get off of this before I get in trouble because I'm sorry. It's not. Hey, don't throw stuff on anything. A field, a court, a course, a pitch, a rink. Oh, I'm going to get to the Shane Lowry clip. But guess what? I have submitted. We over in England, we do like any team, we do charity drive and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So this year, our foundation is focused on kids in need, right? Like that, sometimes it'll be like the elderly or like kids in need. I have officially pitched the idea of all the Huddersfield Town fans bringing stuffed animals to the game. And then as soon as the game's over, hockey style, 3, 2, 1, and then throwing all of them on the pitch, which is such a great visual. But when I did pitch it, it didn't go over well because people are like, well, couldn't you use them as weapons? Like, it's a different style over there, but it's also a teddy.
Would they all make it?
Well, no. So what you'd have to do, because we also figured that out, like no one wants to get pegged with a teddy bear from the upper level. So what we would do is we'd have everybody come down to the lower level after the game, and then they could all throw them onto the pitch. Because we don't,
I used to don't throw anything.
Right, unless it's a teddy bear for a needy child, then you can throw that on the pitch.
It's always an asterisk.
Shane Lowry is a character. He really, truly is a character.
Is this the clip?
This is the clip. He was asked how he reacted after being told that he would be on the European Ryder Cup team.
Okay.
And remember how we were talking, Jason, about like how it would be in the media and all that, being an athlete, and there's those that have the cookie cutter answers. Shane Lowry is not that guy. Funny enough, though, here's the best part of that clip. It's not Shane Lowry, it's Terrell Hatton. So here is, by the way, I put Shane Lowry in that category, though. Here's Terrell Hatton being asked about making the Ryder Cup team.
That was obviously a very nice phone call to receive, and I was I was over the moon, to be honest. And then also John had just won the individual, so we had a bit of a tear up, and that was a messy night in the end.
Sign of things to come, maybe from Beth Page.
I do not want to feel that bad the next day. That was aggressive. I won't go into the details of what state that I woke up to, but if you want to know, I'll tell you. When I did actually get back into the room, I fell across the bed sideways and face down in that position, and then I've woken myself up throwing up in that position. I've then fallen back asleep in that position, and then as I've woken up, I've got like sick all down my arms, both sides, all down my shirt. I get off the bed, like walk around to the bathroom, look in the mirror, I'm like, oh my God, I've got sick in my face, in my beard. How I set an alarm to make the flight for the few hours time, I don't know. But yeah, then waking up in a slightly more sober state was horrendous, and having to clean up that. I mean, I ended up calling Emily. I was like, I don't know what to do. I mean, I was rushing to make the room somewhat acceptable before leaving. So yeah, I ended up stripping the bed, leaving some cash on and a note saying I was really sorry, I was sick on the bed in the night, please throw in the trash. But I feel like I did the right thing upon leaving, but I was in a pretty bad state. Yeah, I don't want to get to that state again, to be honest. I fell asleep at the table, and then I ended up getting woken up, and everyone had basically left. So it shows I was good crack at the end of the night anyway. Yeah, it happens quite often with when I drink too much. Some people just aren't sick, but I guess I'm one of those people that it just has to come out. Well, I had like 6 glasses of wine at dinner, and then I had a double gin and tonic, but I drank that at a very normal rate.
Wine before liquor.
Yeah.
Never been sicker. And then I guess liquor before beer, you're in the clear. Is that right?
I've never heard the wine before. I've heard
I think it's liquor. Yeah,
yeah,
I'm just making stuff up.
And then John was deciding what he wanted, and he said Disaronno Sour. So I was like, perfect, go on them. So they just go down very easily. And then I was an idiot and started the chant of basically getting someone to down it, which then every cocktail that then followed was a shot. So we then ran out of Disaronno Sour. The guy at the bar made some hazelnut sour, which wasn't great. And there was a few of them. Then there was a margarita. And then there was this strawberry vodka thing. God, it was aggressive. Yeah, it was horrible. But, I mean, it was funny at the time until I fell asleep and couldn't finish the last one. But there we go.
Tyrrell, entertaining as always. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. That's enough.
He remembered a lot.
He really
I was thinking
did
the same thing.
Yeah, good for him.
Very descriptive.
And I really felt what he said when he said some people, they can do that and just not get sick.
Yeah.
I'm not one of those guys. And I simultaneously hate, but also I pity. Like my best friend growing up, I've said it before, is functional, but oh my God, right? I'm not going to blow him up with his name, but like, Jason, I'm 100% not joking because we lived together for a couple years. Like, absolutely not abnormal for him to go through a 12 or a Keystone a night. Keystone Light was his brand. And then I'm talking like on a Tuesday, dude. Mm-hmm. And then he'd graduate to, I'll never forget, he used to carry around in his backpack a jug of Sunny Delight and a plastic jug of Albertson's charcoal filtered vodka. And he'd move on to screwdrivers where he would just, and then before he'd go to bed, as we're watching TV or something, and he'd have like a full glass of a screwdriver and he'd chug it before he'd go to bed and then go to bed. And if he left any, because there were times where because I'd have to get up early, I'd be up and he'd get up and there'd be like a leftover Heineken or a leftover one of those, and he'd down it right at like 7 a.m.
Wow.
Never. The only times I ever got sick, the only times I ever saw him get sick was he would sometimes, like every once in a blue moon, he'd throw up, but it was just like, all right, let's keep going. And then he'd be right back at it.
Cleared space.
And And on one hand, I'd be like, wow, man, if I had one of those drinks, I'd be on the couch with a wet washcloth on my head all of tomorrow. If I had one of those. So I'm jealous. But then the other part of me is like, also, maybe that's my body that's my body saving me and my liver from being like, help me. Like, I've people that don't get hungover are like weird superheroes.
I like how he said it was aggressive.
That's a great way to put it. That's aggressive. Yeah, it was aggressive. Can I give you some more? I want to get to some more, a couple more football questions for you real quick. Can we get our football music back? Because I just want to ask a couple more. Jason, I'm just going to ask you: is JJ McCarthy for real?
The J.J. McCarthy vibe seems to be.
Yep.
And by that, I mean kind of what Sean Salisbury told us earlier, that he's a winner, that the players seem to love him. But, the NFL has humbled many of people. And I'm not saying he's not a guy that's out here tooting his own horn or anything like that. But it just, the history of rookies is rough on QBs. And he was going down that road in game one. And really, statistically, he didn't have like this most amazing game. But there'll be other defensive coordinators out there out to get him. So I guess the bigger picture is, I think the answer is yes. But there's failures coming.
I like how you said the vibe is definitely real. The leadership is real. Will the talent match it? Obviously, the answer, as you said, is incomplete. We don't know.
There are more talented quarterbacks than him.
There are.
A lot more.
Yes. But I would also say this. If J.J. McCarthy was a stock, I would be buying right now.
Yeah, and I think it's also the perfect setup. I think he's really well coached. You also have to allow to be coached. I think last year was probably just as valuable, even not playing and observing. And now it's his time.
Are the Dolphins this bad?
Well, I wouldn't say this bad. It doesn't look like they are, but no, it looks like they are.
Right.
I would say I don't think they are. I think there's more talent there, but it's now that's becomes. I've seen a lot of people talk about them how they just don't. There's no physicality. They're not even like listening to Coach. That's dangerous.
Yeah.
And if you can't take plays off, you can't go at this halfway. And they got embarrassed. So I want to see week 2, but you can't have 10 guys all in. You got to have 50 guys all
in. Right.
Yes.
And we were talking during the break. We were talking about moves John Lynch needs to make. Or, again, he's made moves, but is there a home run move out there? I know this wouldn't necessarily be a slam dunk, and there would be some complications with it for sure, but maybe – oh, that's cool. The computer's just restarted. They just all crashed. That's neat. I would call Miami and ask about Tyreek Hill. Because I don't think it'd take – now, here's the problem.
How about Waddle?
I actually would prefer that because Tyreek Hill's on the other end probably. But I also think Tyreek Hill's in a bad situation. The issue is that he's got about a $27 million cap hit. But I do wonder if there's some maneuverations they could make,
right,
where Miami's picking up a large bulk of that. That I wouldn't say that's a Christian McCaffrey-esque move, but it's in that category. And adding Tyreek Hill to they need a home run hitter, man.
Yeah,
because even when and if you get Brandon Ayuk back, I don't know. I could be wrong here. I just get this weird feeling like Ayuk, even though they signed him, he's kind of done in San Francisco. Like that whole thing last year, it felt different than the Debo thing. It felt different than the Trent Williams thing. And by the way, Debo was gone.
You don't think he's the number one?
Ayuk?
Yeah.
I think he's like a 1A.
Mm-hmm.
I do. I think he can be a 1, but it just feels like his future's elsewhere. I could be totally misreading it. It just felt different. I don't know. But they need to bring. I really do think they need to bring somebody in. All right, last one. I mean, I got more, but last one for this round. Are the Raiders back?
And what does that mean to you as far as the Raiders being back?
I would say this.
Because they haven't been anywhere in a long time.
They haven't. I would say this. Here are my qualifications for back. That doesn't mean are they a Super Bowl contender. Are the Raiders back as a franchise that commands respect from other teams? Are the Raiders back in the sense that they could beat pretty much anybody on any given Sunday? Are the Raiders back in the sense that they're going to be a tough out for anyone? Are the Raiders back in the sense that they're going in the right direction and they've got a good team here?
They are going in the right direction.
Yeah.
I would say yes. I don't know if I would go all the way back yet, but let's see some more. But I think from coaching hiring, GM hiring, offensive coordinator that we talked about earlier, and Chip Kelly, drafting, there's more filling in to do, but yeah, I think they're on the right track.
I agree with you. I agree. I think Tom Brady's influence can't be denied. I think John Spytek coming in from Brady's former team in Tampa Bay, I think Spytek has pretty much nailed just about every move he's made. Obviously, Pete Carroll and Chip Kelly are making a great combo, and the Geno Smith acquisition. It shows you what a competent quarterback can do. You add that in with Brock Bowers. You add that in with Jacoby Myers. You add that in with Michael Mayer. And I think my biggest question for the Raiders, like this weekend, for example, and the Chargers aren't a great example to go against, but he got in the end zone, but I need to see more out of Ashton Genty. And yeah, he's played for like 20 minutes in his life. I get it, but I wonder if the Raiders are going to have a good rushing attack this year.
I feel like they will.
Right?
I can't lock in on that. I really like him. I think Genty will be good, but got to have the line. You got to have all the elements. But I think Geno being there helps. I just think they're just laid out so much better. Geno had a really good debut, and that's not an area where I go, well, quarterback play is going to kill him. I just don't.
I have ultimate trust in Geno and a great story. I mean, keep going back to that, but you want to talk about a guy who commands respect in the locker room. Geno Smith has seen it all. He's been to hell and back.
Yeah.
What did he say? What called him and he didn't pick up?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was a great line a couple years ago.
Like retirement or
Arby's. I don't know. Whatever it was. That wouldn't make sense. George Kittle on the IR. He will miss a minimum of 4 games.
Yeah, it's a big deal.
It is a big deal, and you combine that with some of the other stuff they've got going on, including Brock Purdy being questionable for this weekend with the multiple knocks on him.
And a new kicker.
I was going to say the bright side is they add one of the most accurate kickers in NFL history. I'm not lying. And Eddie Pinheiro. And look, Pinheiro's not going to have the leg Moody has, but I think what they want out of that is consistency. I think they're going to throw him right in the fire on Sunday, and I think that's a huge mental help for the Niners.
Yeah, and that's it. That you could just tell Shanahan was upset, the sideline was upset. You've got to have Look,
I was upset.
Yeah. I mean, guys are going to miss. But I feel like they were to the point where they didn't trust him.
Yeah.
And then you're done. Yeah.
I agree with you.
And they're almost feeling better that if he was off the team than even on the team. And that's where they are now.
Before we go to break, we got some stuff to give away.
Yes.
Do we have so here's how it's going to work. You're going to play, and by you, I mean Anthony, you're going to play Niners highlights. We got as part of our Niners report, Niners at 9. If you can guess the highlight, who it is.
Yeah, the first one.
First one. You be the first one to call it the correct name. You know, it's a little bit like what we do with the Kings.
Mm-hmm.
You get yourself a $50 gift card to Mountain Mike's.
Yeah.
Roll tape for me.
Purdy looking, bump from behind. Now he rolls out. Still has time. He's pursued, and he throws it. Caught! Got it! And the 49ers take the lead.
Who is it?
Oh, God.
I know I'm not supposed to, but can I guess?
No.
Why?
Because what if you get it right?
If I get it right, here, I'll tell you what. If I get it right, I will, out of my own pocket, give somebody a $100 gift card.
Okay.
Jerry Rice.
Great guess. You might have to give up that 100.
Terrell Owens.
How many times are you going to guess?
One more. I will guess. I'm trying to think of like a random Niners receiver from the past. Super random. Not like Dwight Clark. He's not random. JJ Stokes.
My guy.
What? Oh, wait, never mind. I just mixed that up in my head. I was like, no, JJ Stokes spit on that guy. No, that was
around.
Romanowski. Yeah, I love JJ Stokes.
Yeah.
Good guy. We'll take a break.
Oh, no, we got people that have the answer.
After we get to this phone call. Chris.
That's me.
Hey, Chris.
Hey.
How you doing?
Yo, doing great.
Well, I got a Mountain Mike's gift card in my hot little hand. And I hope it has your name on it, Chris, because I love your energy. But who was that score to in that highlight you just heard?
The new best tight end on the 49ers, Tunges.
Anthony, is he wrong or is he right?
He is right.
That's right. Congratulations, buddy. $50. Dude, that's so awesome. That's such a perfect Sunday. Just get two big fat combo whatevers from Mountain Mike's.
Kick it and eat and watch games.
How many of the all-you-eat lunches do you think I can get with that?
Yo, that's a great point right there. The one by my house still does that. I want to say it's like 10 or 12. That's you know what? That is a veteran move by Chris right there.
Chris knows.
Do you get just a couple of huge Mountain Mike's or do you get like 3-4 trips to the Mountain Mike's buffet? Hey, let me ask you this.
Buffet time, baby. It's buffet time.
When you go to the buffet, and be honest here, then we got a break. Be honest, Chris. Do you ever just to make yourself feel better, do you ever mix in a salad as part of it, or is it all pizza all the time?
Well, you go with the salad so you can get some of the ranch dipping and maybe a carrot or two, but not a lot of lettuce. Mostly for like the baby corn. Get a little baby corn on there, and so you'll go with a salad. But not for a salad, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Dude,
is this your twin?
I love you. Are we related? Every answer you've given so far is the absolute correct answer, dude.
There we go, baby.
I wish I could
get on sports, 1140.
I love him. I'm putting him on hold. Honestly, maybe greatest call ever.
Maybe.
I've been doing this for 2 decades. Maybe he's 100% right about the ranch and
ranch
the baby corn.
Yeah.
He's 100. That is my strategy. You been watching me, Rockwell style? Take a break. When we,
I always fear that.
I always feel like somebody's watching me. When we return, what's on deck? Brought to you by Tracks Decking and Railing and other things. That's a great tease. I'll come in right after this.
Purdy looking, bump from behind. Now he rolls out. Still has time. He's pursued.
Capital Casino conveniently located on 411th North 16th Street in downtown Sacramento.
The Alan Styles Show.
The Athletics taking on Minnesota. All I know is that the State Fair
in Minnesota was so big. All I know is I saw fried butter. Has anybody ever had fried butter?
You've had fried Oreos and Twinkies. That's crazy.
Different. No, that's not different. And it was a Snickers.
That's still crazier than just butter.
No, it's not.
You can listen to the Allen Style Show Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. on 1140 a.m., YouTube, and the Sacktown Sports app.
If you're 55 or older and into that whole saving money thing, T-Mobile has an exclusive phone and internet bundle just for you. Right now, get 2 unlimited phone lines plus 5G home internet for just $30 each per month with autopay, plus taxes and fees. And with 5G home internet, setup is easy with just one cord and no technician needed, which is great if you're also into that whole keeping it simple thing. Switch now and experience the best mobile network in the U.S. Visit your local store to start saving. T-Mobile, it's better over here. Based on analysis by Ookla of Speed Test Intelligence data Q4 2024 to Q1 2025. Ookla trademarks used under license. Unlimited on our network. Customers on voice plan may notice speeds lower than other customers and further reduction if using more than 50 gigs a month due to data prioritization. Video streams and SD on this plan. Home internet pricing after $20 and monthly bill credit plus $5 per line without autopay. Debit or bank account required. See 5G device coverage and access details at T-Mobile.com.
Capital Casino, Sacramento's #1 poker room with primetime football. It's back. Capital Casino is giving away $500 per game and high hand bonuses for every Sunday, Monday, and Thursday night primetime game. Offering the best food, best service, and the best action with the most variety of games in the region and conveniently located at 411 North 16th Street in downtown Sacramento. For more information, log on to capital-casino.com and please gamble responsibly. 1-800-GAMBLER.
I'm tired of being broken. I'm sick of feeling hopeless.
Hey, this is Jelly Roll. This National Recovery Month, start your recovery journey. Choose a proven addiction treatment option that's right for you at choosechangeca.org.
The deals are on now at the model year-end sales event at Folsom Lake Honda, your one-stop Honda shop.
Looking to own or lease? Save on year-end models and drive a brand new Accord or Civic. Visit us today at FolsomLakeHonda.com, your one-stop Honda shop.
As a family-owned and operated dealership since 2009, customer service is our #1 priority. Our customers love doing business with us, and you will too.
Folsom Lake Honda.
Go to FolsomLakeHonda.com.
Your one-stop Honda shop.
Get ready for a night out with Jordan Davis. Country in the Park 2 this Saturday at Cal Expo. Along with special guests Mitchell Tenpenny, Locash, Vincent Mason, and Abriana. Make it a family day out with food trucks, games, dancing, and more. This Saturday at Cal Expo with Proactive Pest Control, Fasteners Inc. Tool Outlet, and Red's Pizzeria and Tap House. Tickets at CITPFest.com.
Hey, Sacramento homeowners, imagine the coolest, most comfortable summer in 30 years, leaving air conditioning giants drowning in overstock. That's your golden ticket to massive savings right now at Sierra Pacific. We've forged powerhouse partnerships with the world's top manufacturers. They trust us for flawless installations, unbeatable service, and our massive reach across Sacramento to move their inventory fast. In return, exclusive, jaw-dropping discounts just for you. Upgrade your home with premium systems at rock-bottom prices, installed by the region's elite craftsmen and backed by ironclad warranties and legendary support. Plus, snag huge tax credits and SMUD rebates to slash costs even further. This inventory clearing bonanza won't last. Seize it today. Call Sierra Pacific for your free in-home consultation and discover the perfect system for your ultimate comfort. Dial 916-638-0543 now or head to SierraPacificHome.com. Don't miss out. Your cooler, cozier home awaits.
Sierra Pacific Solar Heating and Air. The guys in the big red trucks.
Fall is coming and River Cats Baseball has you covered. On Friday, September 19th, we are giving away San Francisco Giants puffer vests to the first 2,500 fans through the gates at Sutter Health Park. If you missed this giveaway at Oracle Park, here's your second chance, and it's the final giveaway of the 2025 River Cats baseball season. Don't miss your shot to head into autumn in style. Get your tickets today for September 19th and all remaining River Cats games of the season at rivercats.com.
Need cash fast? Tap into the value of your home with a home equity line of credit from Valley Strong Credit Union. Whether it's for home improvements, debt consolidation, or that dream vacation, you can get your cash offer in minutes. That's right, just minutes to unlock the power of your home's equity with no hard credit pull to see how much cash you can get. No stress, no waiting, just smart local banking that puts you first. Grow your possibilities with Valley Strong Credit Union. Visit valleystrong.com to get started today.
Ladies and gentlemen,
this is going to be fun.
it's time for What's on Deck. Brought to you by Trex Decking and Railing.
What's on Deck? Brought to you by Trex Decking and Railing. Red Sox and A. Sounds like a nice game to go to.
Day game today. I'll be there.
And man, it's what is it? 105?
12:30.
12:30. It looks like it will be 74 degrees.
Comfy. Might even bring a sweatshirt.
Maybe
Dare
even
I say?
February. Today's high 79.
You like it?
We're almost there. I do. I like
It's still
it.
summer.
It is still summer. Give me perfect would be it because it's also there's clouds in the air, but no rainies. No rainy drops, just clouds. 10 degrees less is my that's perfect.
Okay.
Perfect. 67, 68, 69 in that range with no direct sun but no rain coming. That to me is my favorite weather. But 79 is nice. Like
79 now coming down from
absolutely
90s.
Because now we're going 82 tomorrow, 88 Friday, 87, 84. That's mild. And then, then next week, 94, 93.
We were very fortunate this summer.
Well, you're saying that in the past tense. And I guess I'm just still a little nervous.
Well, I don't think we're getting 15 100 days in a row.
Okay, well, let me ask you this, Jason Ross.
Yeah.
Suitcase question.
Okay.
200 grand.
250.
250, sorry. Will we have another 100-degree day this year? Your thoughts. 339-1140. 1-800-921-1140. No. Tough decision. Had to think about it.
Yeah, I was just putting the date. I know we're still summer. I know sometime, but I mean, we barely had any this year, and to say we're going to get there again, I think we could be in the 90s again.
Well, we'll be in the 90s next week.
Okay.
94.
It's not 100.
It's going to be golf weather, baby. Diamondbacks at Giants.
Always golf weather.
That is. I have a foursome to the best and most expensive storybook golf course in Palm Springs 2 months ago when the high was going to be 118.
Uh-huh.
Do you go?
Yeah. Yep. Hydrate.
No
chat on.
Not fun. Too hot.
You've played in something maybe not that hot.
I've
but
played
100.
in very hot weather. Yeah.
I don't know if you're like me. Like it's hot. There's no.
Well, you remember Grant's tournament, right?
Yeah.
So like it was. Oh,
Couple of those
we
have
would
been
laugh
just
about it
brutal.
every year. It would be like 106 or something, right?
And I feel like, correct me if you feel differently, but like it's warm. It's hot. You're sweaty.
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel like you get hotter, if that makes sense. Like once you get to the point, you're like, I'm sweating. I'm hot. It's like but you're in it. Like the day when you had the skunk smell in here, it's like I'm in it. And then you leave the room and you come back and you're like, oh,
yeah.
I didn't realize it was that bad.
There are times when I'm out there and it's super hot where I'm just like, dude, I would give anything right now to dive into a pool.
Mm-hmm.
It's so hot. I got this fan one time that clipped on. Speaking of gadgets, this is my favorite toy, but it broke and I never replaced it. I got this fan that clips onto the cart window, and you pour water in it, and it would mist, and that would help. The best part about playing in high heat like that, playing golf, is the ride from your ball to your ball.
Yeah,
because you take your hat off and just. Like
that little bit of hot wind.
Yes. Like a
the
dog.
shade.
Oh, the shade.
Where do you find that?
Yeah, the shade is huge.
I mean, like you park your cart in the shade. You'll do every little thing to find, and then you walk out and you're like, okay. I mean, it's hot.
I don't know if these exist or not, and if they do, I'm certainly not rich enough to get one. But I wonder, people will live on a golf course and they'll have their own carts, right?
All tricked out.
Do you think are there carts that literally have like doors and air conditioning?
Oh, I bet.
You think so?
Yeah.
Where it's like you're driving around in basically a car.
Yeah.
That has like a windshield and like doors with windows and stuff and like a back window and all that. But you have the ability to like fully close it up and turn on an AC or a heater.
Mm-hmm.
That's something I would definitely want if I was a super rich guy. I would definitely.
They've got to have those. I got to
right.
Do.
Yeah. And I'm not talking about ones. Don't come at me, texters, with like I've seen the ones where like you load up this giant thing with ice. And then, like, there's a tube that comes out of it. Like, no, I'm talking about, like, full-on, like, in your car air conditioner, where you can spike that thing down.
You'd have to replace if it got...
Yes, with, like, old-school Freon in it or whatever that made the air conditioning. Which also, when you really think about it, what a... Shout out to John Air Conditioner, whoever invented air conditioning. Like, think about the idea that without ice... You're taking hot air and putting it through a thing
and cooling it,
and it comes out like 30 degrees colder than it is outside. How great is that invention?
AC greater than heater or not?
It depends on where you live. Like if I'm in Minnesota, definitely heater. But here's the thing, right? When have you ever been there? You've never heard of a time in history where everyone was sitting around in the house and it was the middle of the summer and they built a freezer in the little nook. Like you can throw on a fire and gather around and heat yourself up. I don't know what the equivalent would be in the olden days to cooling yourself down if you're in the Oregon Trail in your hut. Like you can always build a fire. You can't build a cooler.
Wet towel over the neck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't do that. That's why cold always greater than sign hot to me. Because I can throw more clothes on.
You can.
I can build a fire. I can turn a heater on. Hot, way too difficult to get cool.
Okay, let's go to the extremes though. If you are like so cold or so hot, what's more uncomfortable? I think it's cold. They both are bad.
I think you're right. Like, okay, we're not talking about like I'm going to die hot or I'm going to, but you're talking about like extreme
you're miserably
level.
Cold, you're miserably hot.
Yeah.
Like miserably cold hurts the body. Hot, you just kind of like, ugh. I can't do anything.
I mean, hot. God, I think you're right. Because like stuff starts, there's no equivalent
burns.
to like numbing.
Yeah.
Like when it's so cold and you start like your extremities start numbing. I don't know what the heat equivalent of that is, but I just keep thinking about like when it gets so hot, like I start feeling like if you've ever had heat stroke or been close, like that is a horrible feeling.
Yeah.
Neither of them are great. But you're right. I'll take. Yeah, I guess I'd take too hot, dude. Barely.
Bad choices.
Either way, it sucks.
Yeah.
Crosstalk and celebrity birthdays coming up. Alan Stiles. Can you tell my computer died?
Yeah.
Crosstalk celebrity birthdays brought to you by Crumble Cookies. Not with Alan Stiles.
No.
With Whitatius Gleason.
No.
With Jose?
Yeah.
Yes.
Whether he's coming in, I don't know, but he's hosting the next show.
He's hosting. I'm excited for that.
Yeah.
I think he's just doing. Why doesn't he just do the rest of the month? I don't know. I've heard him before. He's good. He knows what he's doing. He comes from a radio family. Just come on, man.
Yeah.
Show us. Be the example. Show us what to do.
Yeah.
Let us learn from you.
Right.
I say it's easy. As long as it's not you, I'm fine. Okay. We'll come back right after this.
You never know what you might hear when listening to a Sacramento Kings game.
Now to Keegan, going for another triple. Man, is he feeling it. Keegan, can he do it? Yes, there's number 11, Keegan Murray. Keegan steps back. He just knocked down his 12th three-pointer, a Kings franchise record. He's got 45 points.
Never miss a moment of Sacramento Kings basketball with Sacktown Sports and the Sacktown Sports app.
When your reputation's on the line, you don't leave anything to chance, especially your primer. Painters trust Kills primers for a smooth start, strong adhesion, and serious stain-blocking power. And now, the full Kills lineup is available exclusively at the Home Depot. Need it fast? Get same-day or next-day delivery, or order online and pick up in-store. Kills primers. Pro results, faster. The Home Depot. If you're a pro, you know.
What was that? That is business phone bliss with the Ooma Cloud phone system. It handles all our voice, video, and messaging needs.
You sound very
calm. I am. Ooma has everything I need to run my business more efficiently, like virtual receptionist, call routing, and video conferencing. And it starts at just $19.95 per month per user, plus taxes and fees.
Ooma.
Nice. Find your business calm at ooma.com/radio.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm, and Chuck McDowell definitely not an attorney. This is Chuck. If someone talked you into buying something really silly and you want to get out of that silly little thing, my advice, get the facts. Call me and I'll send you our timeshare exit kit absolutely free. Inside, you'll learn how timeshare works and all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your free exit info kit. 800-838-6767. That's 800-838-6767.
This is the story of the one. As a custodial supervisor at a high school, he knows that during cold and flu season, germs spread fast. It's why he partners with Grainger to stay fully stocked on the products and supplies he needs, from tissues to disinfectants to floor scrubbers. Also that he can help students, staff, and teachers stay healthy and focused. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
It's Kids Night at Stockton 99 Speedway, Saturday, September 20th, presented by your local Tractor Supply stores. Enjoy free games, prizes, and family fun, plus racing action from late models, legends, pure stocks, and more. Kids 10 and under are always free. Visit Stockton99.com for tickets and info.
Oh, could this vintage store be any cuter? Right? And the best part? They accept Discover. Accept Discover? In a little place like this? I don't think so, Jennifer. Oh, yeah, huh? Discover's accepted where I like to shop. Come on, baby, get with the times. Right. So we shouldn't get the parachute pants? These are making a comeback. I think.
Discover is accepted at 99% of places that take credit cards nationwide. Based on the February 2025 Nielsen report.
Hi, I'm Maria, salon owner. You know the jingle. Now discover the facts about Ozempic, a GLP-1. There's only one FDA-approved Ozempic, made by Novo Nordisk. Learn about the real thing.
Talk to your healthcare professional today. Call 1-833-OZEMPIC or visit Ozempic.com to view the medication guide and to learn more about Ozempic. Semaglutide injection 0.5, 1, and 2 milligrams.
Drivers who switch and save with Progressive could save hundreds. With that kind of money, you could go big time on a fancy water bottle with ultra titanium alloy metal. You're not sure why you need all that. I mean, it just holds water. But you're getting it anyway. Because if you're hiking near an active volcano and you accidentally drop the bottle into molten lava, your water will still be icy cold. Switch to Progressive and you could save big time. For water bottles. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in all states. Potential savings will vary.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance supervisor at a manufacturing facility, he knows keeping the line up and running is a top priority. That's why he chooses Grainger. Because when a drive belt gets damaged, Grainger makes it easy to find the exact specs for the replacement product he needs. And next day delivery helps ensure he'll have everything in place and running like clockwork. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Truck Month is on at Elk Grove Chevy with 9,000 savings off MSRP. Every new 2025 Silverado 1500 diesel and 6.2-liter in stock after all rebates. And Elk Grove Chevy has one of the largest selections in the Sacramento area. 9,000 off new Silverado exclusively at the Elk Grove Chevy Silverado Supercenter. Now that's big, huge. See them all at megachevy.com. Together, let's drive.
Includes 1,000 consumer cash and GM bonus cash, 1,000 Chevy trade assist. Must trade in 2011 Chevy car or truck not available with special finance and lease in some of the represents 9/30/25.
Made a great deal of Maya.
It's time for the news of the day.
The latest headlines, the biggest stories, hard-hitting analysis.
Yeah, this is none of those things. And now, here's Carmichael Dave and Jason Ross.
Hey, welcome back. Well, this is awesome and a little strange. Cross-talking with our boss.
Gotta behave.
Jose, were you doing the midday show today?
Yeah.
Have you ever had a radio nickname?
I have.
Yeah.
So I've had Spanish radio nickname and an English radio nickname.
Okay.
English is just Gonzo.
Okay.
Gonzalez, Gonzo. That's what they gave me.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. That's the easy one. It wasn't the bird from.
I was like,
Sesame
that's
Street.
why I was trying to make the connection. I'm like the Muppet. Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Is he a bird?
I don't know
What the hell is Gonzo?
Isn't he? He has a beak, right?
Yeah, or just a big giant nose. What?
Well, I got one of two.
Gonzo. Wow,
that's a home run.
Why did it autocorrect Gonzo to gonorrhea? A unique. I don't know, dude. Quote. Gonzo is a quote whatever. A species left intentionally vague, though the 1999 film Muppets from Space revealed him to be an alien.
But he does have a long, crooked nose. Yeah.
He does have a long, crooked nose. And he's also known apparently for his love of chickens, his distinctive appearance, and his role as a performer and an artist.
I like chickens.
Big fan of chickens. All right, so
bad.
What's his Spanish nickname?
So it's Lobito, which is little wolf. That's my dad, as you alluded earlier.
Yes.
You called me a Nepo baby. But
I did not. I said you come from a radio family. Radio royalty, even. Yes.
But that's where it comes from. My dad was Lobo, and then when I got in the industry and I started working in Spanish radio, it was Little Wolf.
So
you
do
the show in Spanish? I can, but I don't think
that would be amazing.
I don't think our bosses would be happy with
that. What do you ever? You've been our PD now for a while, and you're significally.
I'm still here.
Younger than both of us, which is a topic for another day. That makes us sad. But what do you ever miss doing radio?
Oh, like what you guys do on a daily basis?
Yeah.
Well, it
now
was
that you're a
always,
suit.
I'm a blue suit.
Yeah.
I miss it when things that I really care about are happening.
Right.
So, like, I'm actually really excited for today because of Jake Moody getting cut and the 49ers. I'm a big 49er guy, 49er fan. And so, like, I'm very excited to talk about that. Outside of those moments, I enjoy being able to watch you guys listen and actually have the intricacies of what we do on a daily basis.
How much, we're going to celebrity birthdays in a second, but last question for you. How much easier does it make your job knowing that you have had a hand in the most successful Nielsen-rated show on sports radio in Sacramento?
Yeah, let's talk about
on any station in any time slot. How much easier
Which
does that
show
make?
is that?
Well, I don't want to embarrass anyone saying it's the morning show.
Yeah, you just if for example. If
Right,
it
but
was.
for example, if it was, like, honestly, just a dream for you, really. Got to be honest.
You guys do a great job.
Thanks.
You guys do a great job. You wanted more.
Because then it's fishing.
Oh, yeah.
I'm
you
not
weren't
fishing.
Not at all.
What if he was like, I got a bottle of ibuprofen in the first drawer for you guys specifically. I am pounding 5 ibuprofen a day between 6 and 10 a.m. Oh, no, go ahead.
I know. I would say this. I think as a morning show, this is obviously one of my favorite listens.
Thank you.
I don't say that because I'm
Appreciate
part
it.
of the brand.
You
but,
didn't have to say that.
It's fun. Yeah. I enjoy the station, enjoy the brand, enjoy everything about being obviously the home of the Kings.
Well, let me just say on behalf of myself, thank you for letting me be a psycho. Really appreciate that. It's one of the things I love about Jose. He's never been like, do we really need to hear about hot dogs? Just let it happen.
Mayo on a hot dog?
Huh?
Mayo on a hot dog?
Mayo? No. What?
I'm just. It's a question I'm asking. You just brought up hot dogs. Mayo on a hot dog.
This guy.
Yeah, you can.
You can.
It's on the bun or on the actual dog? You can't help but keep it on both.
Does spreading mayo on the hot dog bun before you grill it to give it a crispy texture count as mayo on a hot dog? I don't think it does, and I think that's acceptable. It's what I do on the outside of my grilled cheese sandwiches, too.
Yeah, when I do those bacon wraps.
Yeah, right.
It gives it a nice little charge.
Celebrity Birthdays brought to you by Crumble Cookies. Crumble Cookies, a perfect complement to whatever you're eating for sports watching. Right after that, Crumble Cookies. What's that over there? I see a Crumble Cookie. I'll put it in my mouth.
Okay.
Anthony, done a fine. Hey, great job this week.
I appreciate it.
I actually prefer you over Chris.
Yeah.
Me too.
To be honest with
we'll
you.
tell him about it tomorrow.
Yeah, if Chris never comes back, well.
Wally Pipp,
baby. Yeah. Back to you. Go ahead.
Me.
I go?
No, I was just saying back to you. Go ahead. But I was looking. I was a no go ahead.
And it confused me.
I haven't done this show for a while.
All right. On this date, guys, in what year did the television show Fresh Prince of Bel-Air come out?
1991.
I'm going to go with 94.
92.
Davis closest 1990.
Wow.
All right, let's get some birthdays.
By the way, sorry, did you see yesterday there was another anniversary of a very famous show? I don't think we got to it.
What?
The 50th anniversary yesterday of Welcome Back, Connor.
Oh, yeah, I had that on the list because I left yesterday.
That's right.
Left the list with Kyle.
Oh, Kyle failed.
He had never heard of that show.
Thanks a lot, Kyle. Yeah, of course he did.
Happy birthday to...
Connor was his grandpa.
Randy Johnson.
Which one?
Yep.
Okay. Randy Johnson.
He had a nickname.
The Big Unit.
Yes.
Also, Randy Johnson, a funnier name when you really think about it than it gets credit for. Randy Johnson, 62.
Ooh, that's the number I had. 63 then.
61.
You guys are 61, 60. We have a correct answer, and it goes to Carmichael Dave.
Hey, thank you. You can always you can agree sometimes. I mean, it has happened.
Happy birthday to let's go with Bill O'Reilly. I'll do it live.
Do it live. Will, as I call him.
Will, you're close.
73.
79.
75.
Anthony's close to 76, and we'll end with current Niner, Sky Moore.
Sky Moore. He's not Sky Less.
Sky Rizzi.
27.
25.
24.
You guys are right.
We have a correct answer.
It's not me.
And it goes to
not
Jose.
Yeah. Well done. We're going to ride that victory into the next 4 hours as we pass the torch to the boss. I'm going to guess Niners and so much more.
Niners, Kings, and a little bit of everything in between.
Coming up next, did the Sacramento Kings just pull off the trade of the century? Jose's got your answer right after this.
This is the